This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for dickhead.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body?
I'm gonna come.
Nice tits.
A real setup of donkers, packing some Doban hunkeros.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of man.
What's going down, babes? Show me the lovin'.
Silence! You are too gay to be the doctor.
I'm wonderful, and I'm the most amazing person in the universe.
Exterminate!
These people are making a lot of money, print money, cash,
Money, well,
capitalism.
You're watching Will of the Fans. Let's fucking go!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news.
Yeah, that's an energetic start to a show. That's what we like to see. It's WTF Live, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What was that show? There was a show once that had some character who kept going, oh, yeah, after everything he said. I think it was Third Rock from the Sun.
Possibly.
It was a character who was a total lunatic in that. Maybe it was like a gangster or something, and he kept calling himself in third person and going, oh, yeah, at the end of everything he said.
Possibly.
Anyway,
It's been a good decade since I've watched an episode of Third Rock from the Sun, but I did read an article about John Lithgow this morning.
Is he still cussing out Jake?
No. This is one of his castmates. I actually dropped it in our group chat.
Really?
It didn't put a link image with it for whatever reason. But yeah. But it's the thing that I dropped there earlier. Hey.
Hello, Toasty. How are you? Jumping in and joining us.
Hell yeah. Oh, and by the way, it's the Kool-Aid guy you were thinking about. The Kool-Aid guy. He'll go,
No, I know the Kool-Aid guy does.
Well, yeah, but
I'm thinking about a human being who is an actor in
yeah.
And I'm sure because I remember him driving a car while having someone kidnapped in the back, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the main cast because they were aliens, of course.
Right.
Thinks he's gonna be rich off there or something. He keeps going, oh yeah. Like a bit like the Kool-Aid guy, definitely, but it's weird because he doesn't say it in any sensible way that naturally seems like it should occur in his speech pattern. He just sort of goes, I'm going to be really, really rich. Oh yeah, like that, you know. And
a little more guttural than
weird kind of way of talking. Just stop dead and scream, "Oh yeah!" Speaking of which, guys, it's WTF! Oh yeah!
Oh
yeah! Yes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday. We got lots and lots and lots of news to talk about today, and topics galore. A lot of overruns from yesterday because I didn't get to a lot because we ended up going down the darkest rabbit hole yet in channel history. That was fucking dark. I mean harrowing. That was.
And the sad thing is we didn't even get to one of the dens in that rabbit hole. No,
we really just kind of scooted around trying to figure out what direction to go in next, ultimately gave up and decided to tunnel our way back out and maybe send a budgie down next first, or a canary or whatever. Right. But there we go. Unfortunately, it is a thing, and I'm sure it will come up in today's episode as well. This to me is the biggest single thing that's come out of the entire
human history.
Well, that's it. That's the fucking truth of it. Yes, this is like the most disturbing thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And I've heard about slavery and the Holocaust and Second World War and First World War. And I've heard about pretty much every major mass death or scandal that's ever happened in human history. And none of them have really pissed me off as much as what I discovered yesterday about Piss Stain, his friends, and their jerky habits. It's definitely disgusting and needs to be addressed. But we're going to try and lean a little bit more into the humor today because it is WTF. And I feel like I owe some jokes to the nice people who sat and paid attention to all that horrible darkness yesterday. But of course, let's not forget we have some other issues that are going on. We're going to start off probably talking about the Discord situation. We've got a WoW story. We've got stories about Ubisoft. We've got what else? We've got Mandalorian trailers that I didn't know about and I'll have to find and look for. There's a PlayStation State of Play coming this month. Apparently the Acolyte was not a failure. There's Harry Potter cringe and John Lithgow involved in some way, I'm sure, as well. We still never really quite got around to talking about Lara Croft looking like Solid Snake. And I still want to give the nod to Expedition 33 for getting their knighthood. So, yes, we learned about the jerky, yes.
A full agenda today.
Yeah, we got tons. And, of course, to cap it all off, we've got to review and rank, the episodes of Red Dwarf Back to Earth, splitting them into 3 parts and putting them in the list. I don't imagine they'll do spectacularly well, but we have to do it anyway. There you go. That's it. That's a full show. So I hope you're going to have a lot of fun and help us to hit our goal. In the meantime, John, what's going on?
I like to try to keep us out of the darkness as much as I can, but I am a part of this show, so I've been watching things.
Hyperdrive time. We're going to talk about Epstein today. Yeah,
right. Yeah, instant red light. Hold on, I need to go get my eyes wide shut mask.
Yeah.
I found out an interesting little tidbit. Because the signs are all around us, everyone. And that's the weird thing about the world we live in is the things that you consume, whether it's physically or mentally. That's the thing. Like it all has energy, and if you're kind of like caught up in that, like all this kind of weird shit. One of the weird things that I mentioned at the end of the show yesterday was kind of makes you rethink the whole thing about, well, tricks are for kids, and the mascot's a white rabbit, which is code for adrenochrome. You know what else is? Bad Bunny. And I believe he was just part of our most recent big satanic ritual that we do every year at the end of January, for whatever reason. The big spectacle for the halftime celebration. So, I don't know. It's just it's a little tidbit like of just the weird shit that I was looking into yesterday, and I will if it comes up in a natural way, then I have more than enough in my back catalog of just shit that I've learned way too much about over the years. But try to keep that to a minimum. But it is a good day. I'm wide awake. I've been up since yesterday afternoon. Basically, I woke up for the show right when everybody saw me pop into chat, and I've been up since then. But made my coffee, had a nice fresh ripe mango. It's so fucking good. So I am totally ready to fucking go today. Yeah, dude. Oh god, I got like 10 mangoes downstairs. My sister, she got a whole bunch of them that were I guess getting closed out, and there's still like a few days to being ripe, so I don't know how she got such a good deal on them, but yeah, I got mangoes for days at the moment, and it is.
Eat the mangoes when they were green. She was a big fan of eating them before they were ripe. When she was pregnant, for some reason, when they were all sour and stuff, she was addicted to them. When she was pregnant with the first. Fortunately, mangoes are ridiculously easy to find here. You basically just see them lying in the street sometimes. But unripe ones, not so easy. Over there. There's mangoes are everything. Everything's mango. You could basically walk into any building that does any kind of food or drink, and they will have mango something.
I do have my mango seed here that I'm actually probably gonna try to see if I can germinate and maybe even pot and maybe start.
Well, there you go. Mangoes. He'll be smoking his mango kush very soon. Indeed. Street mango, yeah, it's pretty good. That's literally the only way to get mangoes in the Philippines, like to buy them. There's no point trying to buy them in a supermarket because it's cheaper to just walk down the street and find one of 50,000 street vendors that are around all the time. It's pretty great. There's open air markets and stuff too. Earlier on, we went down on the bike and got a load of vegetables and some fruits and things like that. And it was about half the price of the supermarket. So pretty good for us. Pretty happy with that result. Anyway, right. I gotta turn down the blue. I'm looking crazy. There we go. All right. Thanks for being here, though, man. We're going to get into the topics in just a second. Before we do that, of course, though, hello, Toasty, jumping in at the last second to join us. How was the rest of Simpcast? I saw about the first hour or so. And
it was nice. It was super tamed. I got to talk a lot more. We had a nice conversation. It was nice. But just pissing people off on X, which is hilarious.
My favorite. I love it. I love just jumping into any self-righteous leftist post and just calling them a retard. I do it like 10 times a day now. Anyway,
I've been fun. And then going viral with my shorts on YouTube.
Nice. Very good.
Newest, it's the one you put out yesterday or Sunday is already over 500,000 views.
Wow.
In 2 days.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, there we are. That's nice. That's good for you with mangoes and viral clips. I mean, I had my Amelia video that went really, really well the other day, and then I totally fucked up and posted the wrong version of the sequel, and then had to take it down, edit that bit out, re-upload it, and it got fucking felted. So I think it's still sitting on like 300 views, whereas the other one was at about 3,000 by this time. So I'm really pissed off at that. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Will, you retard. And hopefully, guys, if you haven't seen it, there is a second Amelia-related video about how institutions cannot create organic movements, rises of culture, because they do everything through sterile corporate market tested, stakeholder based bullshit and algorithms. Right. So consequently, when something organic does appear and go viral and turn into 1 billion pictures on the internet in a couple of days, they have no way to catch up with it because they are not equipped to deal with organic growth.
That's right. It takes them 2 months to do anything, and that's if they're rushing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, which is why they can never predict what the next meme craze will be, and why Amelia has been so successful. There you go. Yeah. Despite the fact that it's just a character that we co-opted from a video game. Well, not even a video game, a point-and-click fucking propaganda piece.
Right.
And there it is. So if you do see the thumbnail that looks a bit like the other one, but not quite the same, click on it. She's got a pint in the thumbnail. Click on it and watch it. Thanks.
I believe that was the version that I watched.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to change the fucking thumbnail earlier on today as well, though, to try and give it a bit of a lift, and it seems to be working a little bit, but there we go. Anyway, that's my stupid fault. Today I've been working on all kinds of side stuff. Finally launched the first video on the clip channel. Ariana Greyhound is live in 40 minutes as a standalone clip for you guys to check out if you like. The channel is called WoTF Clips. I can't put just WTF. YouTube will not let me, so that's what I had to go with. WOTF Clips. You can go and subscribe to that channel if you would like to. I would appreciate it, as I will be posting there every other day, probably. That's enough admin. Let's begin, I suppose. We have a whole lot of shit to talk about, including potentially the ruination of Discord. So we'll begin with that. I don't think we've got any donos or super chats or anything just now, but hey guys, help us fill the limit bar. It does help massively. Helps me to continue to actually do this. You know the drill. Griff, and all that jazz. Let us know how you feel about everything, and share this stream, like the stream, and lick the love button as hard as you can until it jiggles around and squeals. Beautiful. All right.
And so remember, sharing is caring. Reposts are appreciated.
They certainly are. Oh shit, I forgot to add the other goal as well. For bonus boobies. We did a lot of boobies yesterday. It was very good.
We did.
It was very good. We were very happy indeed. Everyone was very pleased. Even John, who suddenly manifested himself into the stream upon the arrival of the first boober clip. It was good laughs. All right, guys, let's start then. We got a topic to talk about. The first thing probably then we should talk about is the Discord situation, because as it goes, both I have a Discord, you have a Discord. I think Toasty, you even have a Discord. Yeah. And all of them may be about to get completely felted. So this is fucked. They're now going to require face scans and ID or ID for all users, or restrict their access. I do not want to know the real names and locations of the people I am talking to in my Discord. I don't think I will ever find them out, but I don't think anyone should be able to find out anything about the people on the internet for any reason whatsoever, unless they are committing a crime, in which case let the actual people whose job it is to solve those crimes find out.
Right. This we're starting to enter into the guilty until proven innocent stage of the Project 2030 plan, it seems. And this is just a part of that. Is to say, they say they're doing this in the name of the Child Safety Act over there in the UK, I believe is what they're using as their reasoning behind it.
The Online Safety Act is currently still being laid out. It hasn't quite taken hold yet. I'll kill this goal. I've just fucked it up. Yeah, no one's excited about this. Literally everyone's pissed off about it. It's hard to find anybody who's happy about it, to be honest. The stupidest take I've heard related to the entire thing, unfortunately, was from Asmongold, who thought it was actually a really good idea.
Yeah, Asmon, I mean, he sometimes he says some things, and I'm just like, what? Like, how? Yeah, but hey, that is kind of the thing, though. no one here ever agrees 100% on anything, which, you know, I think is the thing that kind of separates us from what we refer to as the wokes and you know, the extreme fucking leftard kind of libtard mindset, you know, or anyone that kind of gets too caught up in their own whatever, it has to be this way. Because I mean, I guess Crusader Zealots are also kind of like that as well. And then there's just like the people in the middle that just want to just kind of be like, I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm willing to have disagreements. But you know, there will be times where where even if I respect someone, have no problems with them, I can just flat out tell them, I think you're kind of up your ass on this one. Or
I think, look, at the end of the day, it's you know, haha based and all that. It's great. Asmongold is fantastic. He does such a good job of bringing issues to normies that they would otherwise not know about. He's extremely helpful like that, and I'm a big fan. What I don't like is when people go, well, you know, the government should step in and regulate it. No. They shouldn't. Ever.
Yes. Especially
Anything.
here in America. Like, that's kind of the whole purpose of our Constitution, is that we as individuals are sovereigns of this nation, and we have rights, inalienable human rights.
And if we've learned anything in the last couple of days or week or so, it's that it doesn't really matter how much you police the technology and entertainment spheres that the public have access to, because the scum seems to be all the way at the fucking top of the mountain making these regulations in the first place, while completely flouting them and operating in the Silk Road and the dark web themselves, being the scum of the earth. So really, you're accomplishing absolutely nothing. The same fucking crimes will still happen. It's effectively the same as gun control laws in America. The scumbags will still get guns.
Yeah, and you know, the real sick part of it is, especially, well, maybe I'm just out there to a point that people haven't caught up to yet, which I'm pretty sure is the case. But everybody's starting to join me here in the future, so I feel like it's settling in. I'm starting to, you know, I can actually have conversations about this, but yeah, like they're firewalling the situation seemingly so that they can have their esoteric ring in the center that we have learned quite a lot about in recent days. And then they're still going to have that. But I think, and this is the real thing that gets sick about it, is I think that almost this exposure that we're getting is a step in their plan, because these are effectively contract lords that kind of, you know, this is black magic. This is what I was saying yesterday about, you know, the vampire. If you let it in, even if it lied to you to let you in, you let it in, you let it in. But if they can go and actually say this to you, put it out there, and then people just decide to just be willfully ignorant to it, or nothing goes on about it, and people just allow it to happen, well, at that point in time, and this is their beliefs, not mine, but at that point in time, you deserve what you receive in that exchange, because now you are literally setting yourself up to be you know, human cattle to people that want to harvest you and, you know, just use you for resources and all kinds of stuff like that. So and ultimately, and the reason why I'm bringing it up while we're talking about this is because what they don't want is they don't want us to really be able to talk about it so clearly and openly and things like that. So I think a lot
that's
of
what
stuff,
it really is.
Yeah. So I think a lot of what's being set up is because, you know, it's like when you make a building, you have a grand opening day, but you have to build the building first. And before you build the building, you have to make blueprints. And so they've made the blueprints. The building is up. The grand opening is around the corner.
Yeah,
it seems. And so that's
except that the actual opening basically is for a prison.
Right, an open air prison that we will all be under. Yes.
Yeah, the Matrix in many ways. It's fucking disgusting. You basically at this point are going to have to just openly rebel, or I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to circumvent this. Set yourself to a different country so you don't have to do it or something. But I think with things like Discord, it's going to happen everywhere.
It's a global rollout.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it looks like it might soon be time to go away from Discord and go elsewhere, look for a different community. I'm kind of looking into locals at the moment to see what I can do with that.
Yeah,
that really sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, but then at the same time, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, okay, if you're gonna fucking ruin it, then we're all gonna leave, and then you'll be wishing you hadn't done it, and someone else will come along, something better will come along, and we'll move to that. we're not going to change our behavior just because they want us to.
If someone knows how to make a website or something, can someone please make like a
forum
base
for us,
version? Yeah, like
I think we need to consult with Tomby on some of the things that he's working on.
Tomby,
And
maybe
because
nobody,
he
get together, create our
James,
own website.
right?
You know,
Well,
James has a forum that we use to discuss his AI.
Right. Well,
so,
I know.
yeah.
I know Tomby is in the process right now of putting out a website specifically for content creators. This is something I was talking to him about back when I started the FFS Discord on basically what I was trying to do within that framework. I wanted to be like a repository for content creators and, make things a little bit more easy of use. He's actually doing that now on his own independent site. So I might talk to him, see if I can get him to take over or at least become the new place where the FFS or the FN 2.0 network is I created for all of us that are content creators in the space. Just put everything over there onto his website possibly, and I need to talk to him about that as soon as possible because I my Discord only exists as a utilitarian thing, specifically just for the notifications. And so people can have
connect
a central hub space to talk to
to
other people that do content creation stuff. So I don't really, because on the day-to-day usage for my Discord, it's kind of a ghost town, but it provides that access to everybody. So I'm really kind of torn on what I'm doing because I pay for stuff on the server to keep it running. It's one of the few things I actually still pay for. With monthly bills and my budget. And, it's just, I'm not going to pay them to have them treat me like I'm a 13-year-old, and if that's what they're, because it's like, dude, I already gave you this much money over the course of the last year and a half that I've been using this service. Clearly, I'm old enough to pay for this stuff. You have as much information about me as you need. Through my financial records, if you ever really need to find anything on me, you could, because you could just go and hand that off to one of your various agencies, and there you go. But that's, I don't know, this thing seems highly
fucking insidious, man.
Insidious as fuck. Yeah.
It's saying that they say all users worldwide will have their accounts updated to a teen designation by default, which will bring updated communication settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering, and adults will need to verify their age via face scan or by submitting their ID. In some cases, both will be required. Per Discord's blog post, Discord users can choose to use facial aids estimation or submit a form of identification to its vendor partners, with more options coming in the future. Additionally, Discord will implement its age interface model, a new system that runs in the background to help determine whether an account belongs to an adult without always requiring users to verify their age. I don't want you fucking looking at my goddamn face when I am on my computer in what I think is private.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's fucking strange. I don't want anyone to see me when I am not deliberately presenting myself to people. That's just, those are my terms, internet. Fuck you if you don't like them. That's it. It's driving me crazy that they're doing this, and I really don't think Discord is going to last for much longer. I mean, it's not going to work either, because there was a huge breach that happened a while back where they had all these IDs and they lost like 70,000 of them or something. So why the fuck, there's another level to it. Why would we trust them?
Right. They've already proven that they're incapable of holding on to this kind of confidential material to begin with. And, along with that, like, it's just, I forgot my point, so you just move on. I'm sure it'll come back to me in a second.
Before we get to anything else, thank you guys. Has gifted a membership. Thank you very much. One more for the GRIFT Force and the Princesses.
Help me create the future of the white race.
Yeah, that one went to Silverbook Lycan as well. Hello and welcome to you if you are in the chat. Thank you. But also, guys, join the GRIFT Force if you haven't yet. Make sure you've got your name in green and you can get access to all the emojis, including the brand new Amelia emoji. Hell yeah. And following up from that, James OP is here, says you can make a forum with live chat It's simple, old school, and very inexpensive, just like Discord without all the fucking noise. Although it said ducking, which is funny because we were just talking about that recently, weren't we? Auto-corrupt, exactly, yes.
Yeah, we gotta
Thank
make
you,
our
though.
own Discord or something like that.
It's not actually as hard as you might think. I had
No.
devs who knew how to do it back in the day, so
Yeah.
maybe I could talk to them. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I at the time. Oh, I doesn't actually remember what I was saying. Yeah, at the time, when I made the Discord, I knew how to do all this stuff prior. I just ended up using Discord because at the time it seemed like a fairly convenient solution that didn't require extra steps. But you know what? My privacy and things like that. I'm willing to put in extra time and effort. I'm not going to just keep giving myself over out of convenience to more, techno-feudal lords and masters to have dominion over me.
No, yeah, definitely not. Fuck all that. We'll come up with something, and soon. Because if this is the way it's going to go, then I'm just going to tell everyone to fucking leave and head over somewhere else. The only problem is that anywhere worth a damn, if I'm going to do something that's going to replace the Discord, then it better be a solution that's going to work long term. That
Right, and unfortunately,
and stuff.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the writing on the wall was kind of there on this when Discord was talking about going public a few months back when we were talking about that. I remember saying at that point in time that this was pretty much an assured thing for part of that whole, we're going to be publicly traded, we're going to be total corpos, and they're like, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Part of the swamp.
Yeah, it's fucked. But it is what it is, I suppose, at this point. So you're just gonna have to roll with it, aren't we? Anyway, 1 second. There we go. All right. Yes, thank you very much, James. Appreciate you for the $5.
Thank you for $5.
It just reminds me now.
Indeed.
This reminds me of
Sunday.
Time. Yep.
I know, that's exactly what. Here's like 7 racist jokes in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, racism is funny.
It is.
What can I say? Yeah. It always has been.
And quite honestly, laughing through racism is how you get beyond it. Not focusing on it and being butthurt, because it's never going to go away. There's just differences between us as people, and there will always be things on the surface level that are just kind of there. And it's like me with the tits. It's just that's just whatever, cool. People can make fun of it, they can do whatever, and because it's like, why not laugh about stuff? It kind of take away its power over you in some ways. 'Cause at the end of the day, all of us are here for a limited time anyways. And when you look at the full spectrum of time, you could argue that we're not even really here. So don't get too caught up into these things, I guess. Just try to make the best of your situation that you possibly can, and not stress too much of it. But,
when it comes to this kind of shit, honestly, if I have to go back to fucking using IRC, then I will. It's going to be what it's going to be. In the meantime, James is back for another $5. Hey, thank you very much. Says PHPP for the win. PHPP. What's that? Am I just drawing a blank?
I used to know exactly what it was.
PHPP.
But I haven't spoken in acronyms for a minute.
Yeah. It says, where do you think Discord got all the ideas from? They stole them from old school forums. Forums have been around since the 70s. That's basically it. It was supposed to replace forums, and now it's like, well, yeah, but half the fun of the forum was no one knew who the fuck you were. You were just posting as your internet self.
Right.
And that's one of the things that people like the most about the internet. So if you're going to try and get rid of that, well, go fuck yourself. We'll find something else. But forums are good. Me and my mate used to run a whole IRC network of chat rooms back in the early 2000s. Can't think what it was called. A static chat now or something. I think something like that. It was just a random name my friend came up with. Yeah. And we used to put the most fucking disgusting, fetid, awful, unforgivable shit in those chat rooms. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I miss the internet. Whatever we've got right now.
Yeah, if I have to go to 4chan to maintain some level of integrity.
Well, that is the thing about 4chan, isn't it? It is very much like an oasis in a desert of political correctness. It is really nice to go on 4chan and see people calling each other N-words, F-slurs, and whatever. It's just it's, for whatever reason, it feels wholesome to me. Nostalgic, you know? But, which is very ironic. But anyway, there you go. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate you for the double fiver there, man. Thank you.
Thank you for $5.
Thank you for $5.
And he's still not done.
He's not?
No.
He's going again?
Well, right there. Oh, no, sorry. I guess not him, but...
Well, this is Zalosi.
Yeah,
for $10. Thank you very much. Says TeamSpeak is working on version 6, which is currently in beta, adding many features to it that Discord has, like streaming and so forth. Huh. That's interesting. Might have to look into that as well then. Right now, I'm just exploring a few options, and there's lots of things I'm looking to add to the channel as well, like ways that people can support the channel without having to necessarily give 30% of it to the corpos. But
Rumble
nonetheless,
Wallet's good for
I am
that.
still say what?
Rumble Wallet.
Rumble Wallet
is good for that. Yeah, because that works anytime, and once people have access to it, they can just send you money whenever. You don't even have to be doing anything.
Fair enough. That's cool. All right. Anyway, that's really good about TeamSpeak, though. I'll have to look into that as well. I don't know. There's so much to do, and I need to really create a brand new to-do list with hierarchical, like, stats of what the fuck I need to do when first and what. It's just getting a bit fucking crazy at the moment around here. A bit busy, but thank you very much for 10. I appreciate it. Really, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Drop it.
Yeah. 10.
Hell yeah. 10. Gotta love it. Thank you very much. Oh, James is back with one more. For $2, thank you. Says PHPBB. I misfired the letters. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Pew pew. I don't know why. Why I wanted to say that. I just really wanted to say that. Just then. PHPBB. What the fuck is PHPBB?
It's publicly hosted or privately hosted something bulletin board.
Free flat forum bulletin board software solution that can be used to stay in touch with a group of people or can power your entire website.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. Have to look into that then. Very, very soon. Yeah, it's helpful to have lots of alternatives. It's just that when you're on a YouTube channel and you've got people all over the place at different time zones, it's helpful to have one place that is
right.
Well,
you see, this might actually end up being like a good thing in a weird way, just for this specific little sector of the internet that we inhabit, you know, because all the people that have been connected through the FFS Discord, if there's a way to just go and put that somewhere that's safe outside of corpo control, I think we might actually end up even being better off for it, because then it could actually be like one centralized location. Because I know it seemed like when I first started the FFS Discord, there was not as many individual Discords as there are now, which is part of the reason why it's like no one goes to mine, because everybody's got all of their own, and
everyone's got their own Discord.
Yeah. So, you know, and I think because of the people that exist in our sphere of content creators have so much talent, skill, and ability in various disciplines of technology and, you know, internet dealings, things like that. I think that much like when they thought that they were going to, the corpos thought, hey, we can start putting, you know, all this DI bullshit in the games. And we were immediately like, fuck that, no. And just, we're going to respond. We're not going to react. We're going to respond, and we'll figure out an actual solution. You know?
Yep. As always, the people will end up coming up with the solutions that they want to use. And eventually these companies will just hopefully, will just get flagged as not safe for public consumption by the public, and they'll.
Well, I know
have to
I'll
swallow
do my
themselves.
part to tell people not to use Discord anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do now as well. The problem is that they are so very good at dressing things up like it's about safety or or convenience, while actually it's about farming more data and controlling your ability to protest against them, which is disgusting. I mean, if anything has come out of the last week, it's that we can't trust anyone with authority, anyone with power, with like a certain level of power. You know, not at all. It's actually so much worse than I ever thought it was going to be.
Yep. Centralizing any kind of power center, whether it be for data or governance or anything like that, the more centralized anything becomes, the more you're going to see people suffering from it on the grand scale, and very few people actually benefiting from it.
The only reason to ever centralize anything is to have control over it.
Right.
And I'm sitting here going, well, it would be a shame to not have a Discord because I can't centralize the place where everyone will be talking related to my channel. But then, you know, that's a different kind of thing. What we're talking about is the infrastructure that actually allows these things to exist in the first place. It's too much, you know. There's convenience in everyone going to one location and knowing where they can find each other, like how everyone's on YouTube. And then there's and in that sense, like a certain amount of decentralization can actually make your life more difficult than easier.
Right.
But when it comes to the people actually centralizing power and things like money, infrastructure, and information, that's when it becomes okay. You've got too much power, too much control, and we know you're using it against us. So fuck you. Basically, don't trust anyone who.
I think you should just stop right there. Don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anyone. Yeah, don't trust anyone. Fuck it. There's no point unless someone can.
Austin 3:16.
Yeah, don't trust anybody. That's it. Unless someone is proven completely to be worthy of your trust, there's no point in absolutely trusting anybody. I suppose. But there you go. I don't want it to be that way though, because I do enjoy the fact that we have a nice
I'm not saying
community
don't be. I'm not saying be suspicious of everyone. Right. But yeah, when I say don't trust anybody, I just mean in the sense of don't make something so sacrosanct that you can't challenge your beliefs on.
Yeah, exactly. I would never want to be unchallengeable. This is why I'm not like I'm not looking to have like 1 million subs one day and be some rich famous guy that everyone has heard of. I'm quite happy having. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting to like 100k subs, and then probably I'm done. You know, that would be it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Will, if you could get comfortable enough to just have a nice plot of land to
me.
Put the house there and take care of the family.
That's all I want. That's literally all I want in the rest of my life. I've said this before. All I want is the plot of land that I reserved, which I think I'm not going to get anymore because they fucked with it and then turned out to be government land. So I want my money back. Put a deposit down on a nice plot of land somewhere around this island. Build a fucking house. Build a fucking bunker. Put a fence around it, call it mine, and then invite people I like to buy the other plots. And then that's it. And then we'll just create our own fucking little place here. It'll be great. We'll call it Foreignotropolis. There you go.
That's right.
Anyway, which is really bad, isn't it? Because I'm an immigrant saying that. But no, we're all about semi-integration here. But there we go. Anyway, Sardoc has been here for 9 months as a member now. Wow. I'm pretty sure Sardoc's been around longer than that, but that's what the number says. Discord needs to stop thinking they're too big to fail. Nothing in this world is irreplaceable. If we can replace bleeping Windows, exactly. And it's time that we genuinely replaced Windows.
That's right. SteamOS, Bazite, you know. I think Apache's another one that's really good with for doing Steam-based games.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's got to have whatever is required. And I'm certainly not the person to answer this question, but whatever the requirement is that grabs the entire world's fucking attention and tells them this is a better alternative to what you're currently using.
Right. Yeah.
Quickly.
You know, for the most part, because I've mentioned this plenty of times here on the show, I do think SteamOS actually is that for.
So do I actually.
For general, because SteamOS, outside of the issues of not being able to render true type fonts inside of GIMP or basically apps in general, if they can sort that out, and if they can actually make a video editor that cuts on the frame rather than a keyframe, I would have no reason to ever use Windows again.
Yeah. or just allows you to keyframe yourself where you want to.
Right. Because
Like
because I want to do on the frame
non-linear
slice, and programs
of course,
that I'm
you
able
should
to
be
use
able to
inside
do
of
that.
Linux, it will move it like 2 or 3 frames in either direction. It's like that's not what I want.
No, that's not what you want. You want the
I want
exact
precision.
frame. Yeah, I want my fucking ability to decide what I want. Yeah, annoying, but there you go. Anyway, hey, Sardoc, thank you for 9 months.
Help me create the future of the white race.
James is back for another $2. Says hosting a BBS is less dollars per month than this super chat. Wow,
well, there you go.
And that was the like the minimum super chat. So there you go. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for the $2, man. Appreciate you, and for continuing to super chat. Appreciate. Oh, here we go. And Sardoc is here for £5. Yeah. And Sardoc is here for £5, saying, I'll start by teaching the kids at my Sunday job to never give those corpos their IDs or let them scan their faces. How's that for indoctrinating kids? I'd call it unindoctrinating them, to be honest. Yeah. Just literally just play them a Stone Cold Steve Austin promo about not trusting anybody, and you're pretty good. Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And if you need to like set it even further in stone, then you could just include the clip with, "It was me, Austin!
It was me
all along!"
Yeah. I really got to get a version of that clip where the hood comes up and it's actually Jeffrey.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Pisstain. It's like, it was me, everyone. You know?
Right.
Everyone in the world, ever. You
know? Although, I mean,
transgender, it was me, Austin. You know?
Right. Although the sad thing is as more information comes out on it, and I don't think that he actually, offed himself or is even completely gone at this point.
I'm starting to wonder because we found his Fortnite account being
right. But it is fairly apparent that he was always just kind of the front man, and Ghislaine is the one who actually has the connections to those actual seats of power and the deep state. He's just kind of some dude. Yeah, he's just some dude with a big dick.
So she's more involved than we knew about.
Oh yeah. Like
I haven't
her family ties specifically. Oh yeah. I'll try to find. I'll send you some links, or otherwise I would just say just watch Kurt Metzger. He gets into this kind of stuff quite a bit.
I haven't seen a lot of Metzger for a while. I haven't seen anything he's done since the last time he did a Pussies upload with Kyle Dunnigan.
Indeed. Well, he does a podcast now called Derp with Kerp a couple times a week, and he does that for
that sounds pretty
a few
good.
hours.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So.
I'll check it out. I need more long form stuff to watch when Kino Casino's not uploading. So fair enough. Sardoc, thank you so much for £5. Protect those fucking kids at all costs.
Thank you for $5.
Oh, fucking yeah, we're doing great. Anyway, let's talk about something else for now. Yep. Discord is fucked, but we don't have enough information right now to really make a complete decision. But the fact that I'm only making videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday now gives me a lot more time to research into this shit and make designs for Swag of the Fans. So we'll look into that soon. In the meantime, let's talk about this then. This is cringe. This is the cringiest cringe that I read all day. It's a few days old actually, but apparently the World of Warcraft producer says Chris Metzen sometimes wishes Blizzard hadn't called it Warcraft because it sounds intimidating.
Oh
fuck, right? What the fuck? World of Warcraft. Like, I wish we hadn't called it Warcraft. It's a little bit intimidating.
Was it supposed to be cozy playtime? Renaissance Fair? Like, what the fuck?
I genuinely don't know where to start with this one. I genuinely don't. Someone in chat kick us off because I just, I just can't.
It's
so much wrong with that
statement. Yeah.
It's genuinely
That's
actually
such a retarded take.
Say that again.
That's such a retarded ass take. I've never played the game, but I don't even have to play the game to know that's a stupid take.
I mean, I played the original on PC. I played the second one on PS1.
I mean, we're talking about a game
Warcraft
that's been
2?
in existence for over 25 years.
30 odd years.
Nearly 30 years. Yeah, because I remember seeing commercials for Warcraft back before I even moved to, before I even left the state of Nebraska. So like, we're talking like early 2000, maybe even late 90s.
I believe that even Ozzy Osbourne did a commercial for
Yeah,
for
Ozzy used to be. They had the whole thing about Ozzy being a Warcraft player back. That was like in their early 2000s ad campaign stuff that they did for it. William Shatner as well. Honestly, like outside of Grand Theft Auto Online, World of Warcraft is probably the most stable online game space that exists. Aside from maybe Counter-Strike, like when you talk about like the two things that have been going the longest, those are the ones that immediately popped in my mind. So evidently it wasn't a problem with the name. Maybe it's all the fucking around you've been doing with your property over the course of the last decade plus that has created these diminishing returns.
Yeah, I mean that is the actual reality of it. Obviously, they've completely lost track of who they are, Blizzard. But the worst part is that if it's like the actual producers who named it turning around and saying, I don't know now, it's a little bit violent, innit? Perhaps you guys should jump in the ocean because you clearly don't belong here with us. Like, what in the fucking world? Like, this is a series that is literally based. So just look at the box art, right? Orcs and humans. Yeah. Warcraft.
They're gonna fight. Yeah.
They're gonna fight each other. That's what happens. Oh, here we go again. Orcs and humans. Tides of Darkness. Warcraft 2. I never actually got round to playing Warcraft 3, like at all in the original, in its original release. It was not until WoW came out that I even realized there had been a Warcraft 3 actually, because I remember going, wait, where did this Lich King guy come from? And they're like, oh, didn't you play Warcraft 3? I was like, no. Like, oh, well, you've got some required reading to do then. It's like, yeah, I bet I have, but there we go.
The RTS version of it is actually the only, when it was World of Warcraft, or just Warcraft.
Just Warcraft,
rather. Yeah, that's back when I used to play it, was when I was in junior high school age. And I never got into,
excuse me.
Because I don't know, I wasn't really into the idea of MMO kind of stuff, especially
no, neither was I until I got my hands on FF11, I think was the first MMO I properly played.
Right.
I wasn't one of those guys who played everything, like RuneScape and all of them. Sardoc's back for another $5. Thank you. I'm going to have to catch up the bar in a second. Says, well, it's World of Spreadsheets now. Yeah, because the modern gamer is BIS lists and passes. Yeah. One of the reasons I quit. Also, Metzi can eat a bag of... Really? You don't like Metzger? Well, fair enough.
It's all right. It's not for everyone.
To each his own, I suppose. Thank you for £5, though, and it is World of fucking Spreadsheets.
Thank you for $5.
Yeah, there are a few bigger franchises in the games industry than Warcraft, from an RTS that ushered in Blizzard as a game industry powerhouse to one of the world's most dominant and enduring MMOs with various sequels, spin-offs, and multimedia crossovers along the way. Warcraft has grown over the past 30 plus years into one of the biggest, most reliable, and most recognizable names in the business. It is by every measure an unmitigated success, except that movie. Which wasn't too bad. It's just that they tried to dump way too much lore into it, and it didn't really work. And apparently Chris Metzen, the executive creative director of the Warcraft universe, sometimes wishes it had a different name. What would you call it instead of Warcraft? World of Bunnies. World of mild argument craft.
Right, because it's not like you couldn't call it Dark Elves, because that would, nowadays that would be terrible. You can't really call it, I don't know, like you can't Alliance versus Horde. Everything's no matter what you in 2026, by 2026, no matter what you would have called it, if it would have been successful, it would still have some level of controversy to it at this point in time, because everything is.
I mean, you can't market a game that's about war without it having something to do with war. Right. You can call it whatever you like, but I mean, what about Command and Conquer? I mean, that's literally, they're like, oh, the Tiberian fields, stolen land. fuck off. You know,
right.
It's absolutely outrageous. What are you going to call it now? Like World of Disagreement?
Right.
Right.
Because we already have that. It's called X.
Yeah. And you don't even have to make silly ass 3D avatars. You can just say what you want, which is pretty much all. You know, I think that was.
You call it World of
Indeed. You know, the last time we talked about activism buzzard like this, as I don't know if you remember, but I said I was going to make a logo, and I do have it somewhere here. I just need to find it, but I will send it to you now that I actually do have it made, because now it's actually relevant again.
Well, fair enough. World of diversity, yeah.
Oh.
It is.
Oh God.
Fuck. That's what Dungeons and Dragons has become, isn't it? Dungeons and diversity.
Right.
This interesting spot of trivia came out of a recent game business interview with World of Warcraft Vice President and Executive Producer Holly Langdale and game director Eon Hazikostas. With which Langdale expressed a desire to do more with Warcraft, beginning with broadening its appeal. You had the single most popular MMO in the entire history of MMOs, with I think an all-time record of something like 15 million people playing it simultaneously. And you think it doesn't have broad enough appeal? Maybe it's just because there is nothing in the entire fucking world that appeals to everybody.
Right. It's almost as if people are diverse naturally. And you can't make stuff that fits everyone in as a lifestyle group. And if you try to, then you're overreaching.
Exactly. The more you try, it's like the more you squeeze, the more things run through your fingers. The more you try to broaden your appeal, the fewer the people who are actually interested in it will actually stick around with it, and the people who you are trying to farm it to aren't really going to care, because if they were going to care, they would have cared in the beginning.
Right.
It's the same thing as Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, everything. They literally, we've got to get this out to as many people as possible. Wow, yes, we can make all that money. And then it's like, yeah, but, you know, as it turns out, girls don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, this reminds me of... This reminds me of...
build a franchise on anyway. Go on.
Right? Reminds me of when Red Dead Online was doing quite well. It was successful. Because I might have had some input on the design decisions on the way people actually played in that online space. And it did really well. And then Rockstar said, you know what? We got to get more people into this game, so we should just charge them $5 straight up rather than having it be something that you have to buy get for free in addition to the story mode. Yeah. And it completely undermined the stability of the player base entirely.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, I've not played it since. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say Will was right. I mean, I don't fucking watch Star Wars. I don't really care for it. But if someone paid me to,
more girls hasn't made you more likely to, right?
Right. And if someone paid me to cosplay as Princess Leia, I'll do it. But other than that, I don't really care about Star Wars.
Right.
That's it.
Girls have girl things that girls like. Guys have guy things that guys like. Kids have kid things that kids like, and the elderly have elderly things that they like.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then within those broad groups, you have racial disparities in taste of entertainment and food and music and everything, and that's the diversity that the world actually is. And you can't actually have diversity all under one roof and attract absolutely everyone to one thing. It's not actually diversity, it's just globalization again. Anyway, Sardoc came in for £2 and said World of Craft.
Indeed.
That's it. World of Craft. Yeah, I love it. Thank you very much. And cheers for the £2, man. Appreciate you. Craft is good. All right. Yeah, you was going to say something there. Sorry, mate.
Oh, that's all right. No, I was going to say I knew plenty of women who play Warcraft, and that will never change. You know, they're you know, just like there's a lot of women that do actually like Star Wars, but trying to sit here and say that we're going to get every woman to enjoy this game and every man, it's like just try.
I know, right?
That has never worked for anything.
Well,
the only thing that men and women have in
they
common is
do
we all breathe air.
The thing yeah, that's true. Yeah, we all breathe air and we all shit.
Yeah, but outside of that, it's not much.
Everybody poops, everybody breathes, everybody eats, everybody sleeps. What they eat, where they sleep differ. In fact, where they crap differ quite a lot as well. And so there we go. Basically, the actual only common denominator is the oxygen thing. You're right. You're actually right. There we go. What are you saying, Toasty?
You said it differs where people poop, and I say, yeah, well, look at India.
Yeah, exactly. That's more or less exactly what I was getting at, yeah. And there's even some people here who poop in holes in the ground. So, there you go, when they live in certain areas. I, for example, cannot stand, just to broaden it to food, for example, my breakfast typically would include something that's not too hard on the stomach, not too adventurous on the stomach, something mild, but then, often sometimes a fry up too, but then even that is neutral. Perhaps you might say even bland flavors like eggs and sausages and things like that. Jazz it up if you like, but what I don't eat for breakfast is onions and garlic. However, everybody else in this country does. So whenever it's breakfast time, I very often wake up to the nauseating aromas of incredibly strong garlic coming from downstairs and just opt out. But, that's because I don't live in my home country. I've moved, and diversity is actually a real thing. Mm-hmm. You can't appeal to everybody. And if I don't want to eat that stuff, there's a McDonald's down the road, I don't even eat breakfast. But that's, my point is, everyone at some point is going to interact with something that's not to their taste.
And that's a good thing
to everyone. Yes, It is a good thing. Yes,
it builds character.
It's the greatest thing about human beings is that we're not all the fucking same. It took me years to explain this to my wife too. Like when we first met, she was still quite young and figured that she had to be with someone who liked every exact same thing as her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I was like, what are you talking about? How boring is that? I like that you like different things from me. It means that you have like different interests that you can share with me. And I have different interests that I can try to share with you. And you can tell me to shut the fuck up because you don't care.
Right.
You can't change women,
Right. And like, for example, John's been trying to have me eat his, like what he makes, the
burrito.
He's
been trying to get you to what? Sorry,
he's just like that. It's delicious. I like it, and just I don't know. It's just gross.
Oh yeah, the peanut butter pickle burritos with sriracha and cheese.
I don't.
What the?
I'm just grossed out.
That sounds vile.
No, I know it. I know it does. But
I don't do pickles for a start or vinegar.
Right. Okay, well, so that might be a thing. But if you're just looking for how do you go and have something that's like a quick, easy snack that has fats and acids and a little bit of salty sweetness and this, and it works because pickles go great on burgers, cheese goes great on burgers, sriracha goes great on burgers, peanut butter goes great on burgers. So I was like, I just took the condiments that you could put onto a burger basically and just said, what if I just put that in a tortilla and just had something quick and easy?
That shouldn't be a thing, John.
What do you mean? I was fermenting pickles at the time.
They're just literally proving my point, you see?
Yeah, exactly. But
no.
Yep.
So there we go. You can't broaden to everyone. She's about to say something even more retarded. It's a fantastic IP, in my humble opinion. It's been underutilized. Once again, was the most popular MMO ever.
Yeah.
Still, I think.
Probably is.
Yeah, probably still is if you go ever. I think currently it gets absolutely wrecked by FF14, but at one point was doing 12 million players, and that is, as far as I'm aware, the highest that any game has ever had. So there we are. Anyway, that's really neither here nor there, but it does matter here because how can you possibly say that something that almost totally dominated gaming for over a decade could be considered underutilized? Perhaps it has just literally hit its maximum potential, and that's all you're going to get, and that is fine.
Which means,
and now it's time to come up with a new product to try and market to the same people.
Right. Because it's not like you haven't had 30 years to think of another good idea.
I know, right? I mean, they got StarCraft as well.
Yep.
And people love that. And then, well, what happened there? Then they went down the Overwatch rabbit hole, and now, I mean, Blizzard's fucked now, so whatever. But she says, we want it to be approachable. Well, the thing is that it can't be approachable. It is a game with, 8 expansion packs at this point?
At least, if not more. Because I know even to play World of Warcraft in its original form now is a World of Warcraft Classic.
10. It has 10.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Amazing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
When was the last time I checked that? Well, let's see. I had Pandaria was the last one I owned.
Yeah.
Then they had... Oh my god, there's loads. What was next after that? Was it Draenor? Was it Warlords of Draenor or something like that, maybe? Then it was Legion, then Battle for Azeroth, then Shadowlands, and then Dragonflight.
Yeah, I did find the file, by the way, so I'm sending it to you now if you want to do anything with it. It is...
Okay, cool. Anyway, World of Warcraft is totally retarded. And Longdale doesn't agree, saying nobody really thinks that about Warhammer. It's an understood name. Yeah. Right off the bat, I don't think Medicine is being too serious when they express regrets about the Warcraft name. I wish we hadn't called it Ferrari. It sounds too Italian. It's like saying, I wish we hadn't called it Ferrari. It sounds too Italian. It might work as a frustrated joke while the marketing team is trying to figure out how to make inroads to new markets in South America. But is anyone seriously suggesting, bad name, bro, you really blew it on that one? I don't think so, No, it's an absolutely L take, a total retard take. It's one of the best names that they've, that a game has ever had. It's certainly a lot better than Final Fantasy. It's better than The Legend of Zelda. I mean, for starters, that's caused confusion among people for fucking decades about who Zelda actually is. A lot of people will say, "Oh, that's the guy from Zelda, right? His name's Zelda." No, you retard. Final Fantasy says nothing at all. Sorry, go on.
No, I said that would be Link. I don't play the game, but I know the characters at least.
Exactly. It's one of these things like video games can have really nebulous titles and still make it, but if you look at Warcraft, I mean, it's one of those does what it says on the tin kind of thing, isn't it? It's like build stuff, craft stuff, fight, kill, win. Warcraft. Done.
Right.
Done deal. Easy fucking name. Warcraft. Why would you want to change it? What would you change it to? Some nebulous bullshit.
I don't know what you could even call it. The Alliance?
You know what I mean?
The Horde?
Yeah. Chronicles of Azeroth,
Right.
That's the sort of thing that I would have read when I was 12 and gone there.
And to be quite honest, back in the 90s, you would have called it something like that. You would have been saying, I wish we would have called it something a little bit more, inviting, like World of Warcraft.
Like Warcraft, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's why you called it Warcraft back in the 90s when you did the RTS that led to the MMO.
Exactly.
Because it was an RTS. Yeah.
There you go. Real-time strategy. Oh, there's your girl. Ghislaine, I don't know how you pronounce it. I genuinely don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that name.
I think it's Ghislaine.
Maxwell pleads the fifth. Oh, did you see the clip? Did you see the clip of this?
I haven't seen the clip. I heard something about her basically saying that she wasn't going to testify unless she got freed.
What's her name? Ghislaine?
Ghislaine
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine is the best name to call her because it's
a French name that is pronounced Ghislaine with us, which is kind of you can either pronounce it Ghislaine or you can even go Ghislaine.
I still think
which is what I suspect it probably is.
Because
that's the irony of her setting up many lanes for people to jizz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is the most appropriate name, I would contend.
Anyway, Ghislaine Maxwell pleads for the fifth in-house deposition. So basically, there was this clip. I don't know if I can find it, so I'll just describe it to you. It's pretty straightforward. It's not even that fun to watch, but she's sitting there, and there's a voice talking to her. The camera's pointing straight at her. she's sitting at a table, plain white room, interrogation room kind of thing, but more like a sort of white courtroom kind of looking thing. And it just literally every single time someone asks her a question, she literally goes, I invoke my right to plead the Fifth Amendment and not say anything. Then someone says at the end, are you just going to answer every single question by invoking your right to the Fifth Amendment? And she responds, I invoke my right to the Fifth Amendment.
Yep.
It's like a comedy series, but that's basically what happened. She's basically at this point, yes, saying that if she will only testify if she is granted clemency.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, a full pardon.
Right.
So she will give them the information that the whole world desperately wants, and in exchange, the world is supposed to let her go off in peace, which I mean cannot possibly happen because someone will murder her as soon as they can. So she would immediately have to be put in witness protection and kept safe for the rest of her fucking miserable life.
Right,
which seems heavily on the taxes of the people.
Right, which seems like the cruelest kind of turnabout. That
I kind of think that too. Like, yeah, you put her in a fucking basically
she's
an
already
prison, and let her live to death.
Yeah, because she's already in a minimum security resort prison. Like she's not.
I know. I mean, so here's the question: really, is what do you think? Do you think that it is in the better interests of the people of this planet to make that fucking deal and get the information and the names and everything on everyone, or let it die with her? Because I'm really conflicted about this.
Right.
She does deserve to have like one of the worst fates a human being has ever imagined.
Well, the sad thing is, even if she does come clean, they still it's on the Department of Justice to actually do something about it. And I remember, hey, we tortured some folks.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do anything about that. Oh, like every single time an administration has come in, the sins of the past. Oh, we're finally going to do something about it. I'm like, no. Yeah. Remember Trump, like lock her up and all that shit, and it's going to happen.
I mean, the thing is that I don't believe again, that she would actually tell the truth, unless she were, drugged and hooked up to a lie detector.
Right.
Which I don't see why we would not do that, considering a lot of the fates of a lot of people who are no longer with us.
Right.
And the future fates of people who are still with us could hinge on getting this information out of this fucking woman's head.
Right. And quite honestly, it seems like they've got quite enough evidence there already to just go and do independent investigations on all the people that are contained within the documents. Right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it is one of those things too. It's kind of under that heading of don't trust anybody and be willing to challenge your own beliefs. You have to be able to take information from places that you don't even necessarily want it coming from, as long as it's honest and it helps you actually discern how to move forward. Because these documents themselves aren't necessarily a good place to get your information, but the fact that this has now completely verified a lot of conspiracy theories.
Not theories, mate, just conspiracies.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so that's the thing, is like in that aspect, this is terrible stuff. And it's at least now when someone goes out of their way to actively be willfully ignorant towards it, that is on them at this point in time. Because now it is, if people still want to deny it I even saw some people last night. I was reading through stuff. People are like, well, everybody's still trying to pin on this, and what all is this?
It's like, dude, they're eating kids.
Right. And at that point in time, it's just like, go and you just check their location. It's like, oh yeah, you're in the military industrial complex country.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder why you have that belief.
Excuse me. Indeed. She will say anything about anyone just to get out of prison, let her rot in there. Does she think she's cute, rot in prison? Since her freedom is a motivating factor here, I seriously doubt her veracity.
Yeah. And that is the thing, though, is if it actually did bring about accountability for the totality of the whatever, then fine. I will then sure, spare this rat, and maybe it'll just work itself out after the fact. But I think people saying just let her rot are kind of, I think that unfortunately, I heard more people kind of having chatter the last few days about Kid Rock versus Bad Bunny, TPUSA versus the Super Bowl, and it's like, this is complete utter pointless bullshit. Like there's actually like a thing that, I'm not saying you should donate, like give yourself over to this thing entirely and let it consume you and obsess every hour of your life, but you probably should spend like a good maybe half hour to an hour a day, maybe like looking into this stuff, or at least talking with people about it, because this is the state of reality. And we need to actually
the way I if you want my honest opinion of what they should do, well, no, not what they should do, but what would probably be the only way to get it to work would be to obviously release her and put her in witness protection after making her sign the right for you to do anything you want to her to get the information.
Right.
Anything. No rules, no laws, no Geneva Convention. And if she signs that, then she can be free once we're sure she was telling the truth.
Right. And then I would say, hey,
hand her over to the CIA and
right. Of course, unfortunately, you do that and then
record everything. No.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it was just
the CIA.
Well, I mean, you start looking into the deeper you get into that hole.
No, we're not going anywhere near the CIA.
No,
we're too deep in too many holes.
Right. But that's the thing is, even if you give her over to the CIA, it's just like they'll just put her on some other island.
I was joking about that. That was a joke. You don't give it to the CIA. You if anything, you probably have a 24-hour fucking live stream of her.
Right.
Anyone can be watching at any fucking time while they do what they're going to do.
Right. Yeah. And, these people who want to put us under scrutiny and have us,
why should we have to give our facial recognition to Discord while this bitch gets a fucking potential deal to escape actually taking the shit for what she was involved in? Are you mental, bro?
Those are the people who need to have transparency and things like that. Our government.
No, I do not particularly want to watch a video of a woman getting waterboarded and electrocuted and lie detected. Not at all. But I feel like that's the kind of thing that people would want that proof. And the problem is, your DOJs and your FBI's and blah blah blah. They're not accountable enough.
Right.
Really, what they should do is put her in the stocks and let the public have at her.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's it. Ask her questions if you're not satisfied with your answer,
Yep.
But we're going heavily into fucking barbarism at this point. If I say
right, and that's the weird thing about it, is because it's like this is dehumanized, depraved. Just
the problem is the only way to get the information is to become worse.
Right. And at that point in time, it's like, all right, what are we doing here? Are we just kind of just going through the motions to make ourselves feel better, but still keep
for no reason?
Right.
You'd have to. There is no good system for this. It's never going to work.
No.
But it's a nice idea. Certainly, you could have her sign that she's willing to go through any method of extracting the information from her and whatever, as long as she's free and gets a new name and a new identity and goes off to live in Argentina or whatever. But actually implementing it, actually doing it, almost impossible to prove.
Right.
Again, it doesn't work. So I'm not going to pretend to have the answers on this one. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. But I think that personally, what she knows is probably the most valuable information on the planet right now. To me, anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. She knows stuff that literally would incriminate and implement and tear down the entire fucking affair. And it needs to be torn down. And the world needs to go back to the people,
Yeah.
There's a chance she'd enjoy it, though. She's a weirdo. I think plenty of people have found ways around that.
Right.
But I don't know, again, I can't sit here and ethically say, hey, torture this woman or whatever. No, of course not. That's insane. I just don't know what it would take to convince people of Earth that things are going in the right direction.
Yep.
You know. And there you go. And then there's people going, "Oh, this is just Trump trying to get his name cleared." Fuck, you are obsessed. You fucking pathetic wretches. What are they going to do when Trump is done being president? Like, genuinely. I don't know if he'll run again or not, but what at some point the man is going to stop being president forever.
Yeah.
What are they going to do then? Are all these people going to suddenly get cured, or are they going to pin it on someone else and we'll have a fucking, you know,
well, you know,
next person's derangement syndrome?
That's the terrible thing about this, is if nothing is done, regardless who becomes the next head of our administration, if nothing actually of real legitimate accountability comes from this, until something like that happens, I just assume that you can only operate at that level of power if you are that corrupt, which is unfortunate to say, but again, don't trust anybody. So, you know, I don't sit here. I do not live in my life based on popularity on a popularity contest of, oh, this person is, you know, I will listen to people until they give me a reason to completely just absolve myself of and dissolve that relationship.
I don't know. I just feel like these people are going to they're going to be obsessed for life now. They did such an incredible job of whipping people up into a frenzy about one man who everyone loved before that. They can do it to anyone. They can literally make any presidential candidate for the Republican side look like a complete psychopath if they want to.
Right.
The only thing that Trump had that not necessarily everyone else has, like J.D. Vance doesn't have and stuff like that, is that his whole life was luxurious and in the spotlight and in the public eye. So they can make him sound much worse than it's possible to make some bumpkin who wrote a book and got really well educated and joined the military and then became vice president, you know?
Right.
But there you go. They are completely deranged, and I don't think it'll ever end at this point. I think the Pandora's box is open, and the evil is here with us. So there we go. Just got to get on with it. Try and shield your kids from as much of it as you can. Speaking of absolute derangement, a man has murdered his girlfriend, but is more concerned about missing GTA 6.
Well, good news. Depending on which state you did it in these days, you can actually, you probably have to wait 10 years, but you'll be able to get a PS5. You can get Xboxes in some jails and prisons these days. They're like original Xboxes because they have to be remade because they have to be put in clear cases and all this kind of stuff because, you know, contraband. And you have to be like, you know, getting good behavior points and things like that to have access to those kind of things. But, you know, just because you're in jail in 2026 doesn't mean that you can't have access to video games and cable and, you know, even cell phones, depending on what state he's in.
I've seen daycare centers now.
Yeah.
I've seen live streams of guys in jail just live streaming with their phone. And then it's just like, you know.
Yeah. As for Trump getting 3 terms, just to put it to bed, the only thing I know is you can only serve 2 terms, but because Trump's were non-consecutive, there might be a loophole somewhere that would have allowed him to run a 3rd term. I don't think he would, but there we go. Anyway.
I don't think it would be wise, because by the time that happens, he would be the oldest person to be there, and he'd be damn near 90 at that point.
Yeah. No, it's completely insane, and he won't do it. But anyway... They've got bigger problems coming. There's a whole generation of new fucking Republicans. Robert Richens was apprehended by UK police. Why is it always us? Last year for brutally murdering his former girlfriend. Recently, Richens appeared at Oxford Crown Court for sentencing, being sent down with a life sentence on February 6, 2026. Hey, good.
Hey, good. 2/6/2026. Interesting. So, a little bit of numerology in that.
Maybe. In new footage captured by the police officers who brought Richens in, it was revealed that the killer had something else on his mind at the time. In a clip that has gone viral in recent days, but I somehow haven't seen, Richens was caught sobbing midway through being arrested, blurting out that he was going to miss GTA.
Well,
this is not a good look, guys, for the game.
Humanity?
Well, I mean, just please don't tell Jack Thompson, all right, that the guy who brutally murdered someone is concerned about Grand Theft Auto. not
Jack
being
Thompson
able to play.
die a few years back?
Oh God, I'm sure someone else is just
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, there'll be, but someone will be waiting.
Don't tell fucking JDA and JFT then.
Right.
It's appalling thing to be saying, but it is also a little bit funny.
Yeah.
In a report published by Thames Valley Police in the United Kingdom, it was confirmed
you could make it even more. Well, it's macabre, but this guy will get released before GTA 6 does.
Well, he's got a life sentence.
I understand. What I'm saying is GTA 6 is never coming out.
Before GTA 6 comes out. Right, I see. Yeah. Per the report, Richards had called emergency services on the morning of May 30th and stressed that he'd accidentally killed someone. Upon investigation, it was found that his former partner, Rachel Vaughan, had been subject to a sustained assault that had left her lifeless. Here's the clip. What? That surfaced recently on social media, showing him sobbing and lamenting the loss of Grand Theft Auto 6. Do we dare to watch?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna miss GTA in that.
You're right, sometimes, man.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which GTA? What are you talking about, Robert?
6.
Oh, you got ages for that.
All right, see?
Based copper. You got ages for that. When was that? 30th of May last year. It was ages. It's true, yeah. I think he didn't know it had been delayed.
I'm gonna get life.
So I've got Robert Richards
one, so...
on the 30th of May.
Yeah, you deserve to lose yours.
2025 said the following: I accidentally killed her. At least I admitted to it. I'm going to miss GTA. I'm going to get life.
Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. A woman is dead, and that's not
right,
funny.
right. But if it were an accident and he had a lawyer of any quality, maybe it'll just be manslaughter and people will still be playing it in 10, 15, 20 years when you can, but
right.
I mean,
accidentally.
He's saying like it's an accident, like he's gonna get away with it. But if it was an accident and you actually cared, you wouldn't be talking about caring about the game and then not like
it is pretty
the fact
stark
that
callous.
It's really bad. It's a really, really bad look for the gaming industry and gamers in general.
Well, that and the guy they call Joker, down in the Florida jail, he's in the middle of suing Rockstar for using his likeness for, which is not going to go anywhere for him.
Yeah.
Because it's based on him, doesn't look exactly like him, but that is he is housed in Florida and he's got all the tattoos and everything, and he too is also a pretty terrible person.
You get a look at this guy as well, actually, when he says that shit and turns around to look at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
His fucking teeth are missing and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a few of them in our country. Oh well.
Playing GTA where he could have been like spending time taking care of himself and cleaning himself up and brushing his teeth, taking care of his teeth and all that.
Yeah, maybe his girlfriend wouldn't have left him.
Yeah, see, he's saying it right there in the paragraph when you get to it underneath where Rockstar's highlighted. Very next sentence.
Yeah, before we do that though, Rona's here in the chat for £5. Says, sorry guys, I have a temperature of 102.
Oh shit! Well,
I best handle this one from down in engineering. Thanks for stepping in, Toasty. Sorry, Will and John. Oh mate, just get well soon.
Yeah,
that's all right. Shit happens, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. You're not feeling well. You're not feeling
I hope
well.
you get well soon, and hopefully we see you on Thursday. But till then, just rest, buddy.
Get some rest.
Plenty of fluids, vitamin C.
Get some ginger.
Try and sweat it out.
Some
when
Vicks.
I get that kind of shit, I tend to bundle up and just sweat it out until I end up with one delirious dream, and then I'm on the mend.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not necessarily the right way to do that. But definitely get lots of fluids, mate.
Yeah, get better.
Lots of fluids. And thank you for pinging us a $5 there, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully the booters will help.
Good to know what's up with you at least.
Yeah, man. Anyway, cheers for that.
Thank you for $5.
That'll cheer anyone up. Richards won't only miss Grand Theft Auto 6, but likely Grand Theft Auto 7 too, if Rockstar's release cadence is anything to go by. While UK prisons permit games consoles, they're only allowed older units that cannot connect to the internet, which includes the likes of the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox. During sentencing, the judge labeled Richards' actions as callous and merciless for the crime he pled guilty to. Yeah, you might say that. This was just a quick one anyway, just to make us laugh, really. But,
yeah.
it's just, you know...
Which is sad that this is actually considered... but compared to the things we have mentioned,
you
the
know,
last thing, this actually is a little bit more.
You've got to laugh, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's it's a reflex. The guy's an absolute imbecile, and his priorities are completely and totally fucked. So
Right. That, and it's what we were saying earlier. I mean, you have to kind of laugh about these things because you can't let it completely undermine your, ability to just kind of get through life. Because this is who we are, and it's things like this that
we dissociate for a reason.
Right, and
because it's to protect our own fucking psyches.
Yeah, you have to laugh because otherwise, where we're at in 2026 with all the weirdness that's about and all this kind of stuff, and it also undercuts the power that they have because now you're going to be a ridicule, you're going to be a meme or a punchline for the remainder of time, and you'll never get to play a game.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a shame Rhoda's not been able to make it. I hope he's on the mend. But we had a topic that was pretty much just for him.
Yeah.
Rayman creator says there's a kind of a remake of the original game planned, apparently. I mean, yeah, fair enough. For us, it's just a bit of news. For Rhoda, it's potentially some really, really, really great news.
Yeah, so hopefully this will help you feel better.
In an interview with the latest issue of Retro Gamer, Rayman creator Michelle Ansel, discusses the story of the history of the series. When talking about the first game, he says, I think Rayman is still a fun game and there's a lot of content. Pacing is a bit slow because you have a big character on the screen. That's true. He was a huge portion of the screen.
For a sprite-based character game, side-scroller, yeah.
It also has pixel-precise gameplay, so it's not always easy. It wasn't an easy game.
No.
But it is interesting that the constraints of yesterday still make it feel original today. Even though it's complex, I think there's kind of a remake planned. Well, that's good news. The only problem is that the IP holder is Ubisoft. And, well, it's time to felt Ubisoft again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there has not been a Rayman game outside of the
Rabbids.
And I don't even really count those because that's kind of more of a spin-off thing. Because he shows up in a few cutscenes here and there, but that was all the way back on the Wii 20 years ago.
Yeah,
they haven't done
Rabbids
shit.
Now
with
are
this.
doing collabs with Nintendo for fucking making XCOM ripoffs with Mario graphics.
Yep.
Mario versus Rabbids. I mean, that's a kind of a cool concept. I actually didn't hate that at all. But, and we need more games like XCOM. Everyone knows that. But
yeah.
Here we go. But anyway,
maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky, and they'll sell it off to someone else.
Yeah, there's the original. Yeah, see how fucking colossal Rayman actually is on that screen. It's almost like Sonic on the Game Gear. Just huge presence.
Back when this came out, it was like there was Rayman and there was like Killer Instinct and Donkey Kong Country. It was a standout title graphically.
Rayman looked amazing on PS1.
Yeah,
but everyone was going, "Whoa, it's supposed to be 3D." So Rayman got kind of a raw deal.
Right.
But anyway, on to broader Ubisoft then. Let's felt some Ubisoft. They had an internal town hall meeting a few days ago. I've been trying to get to this topic for fucking days and I've not managed it. Yesterday it got felted by the piss stain rabbit hole, so today we're going to talk about it. Apparently they held an internal town hall Q&A meeting with employees to instill confidence in the company's upcoming changes.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Right. Hey everyone, I know you think that you're safe working here in our primary headquarters, but we need 200 of you to volunteer to leave now or get fired. Honestly, anyways.
It's Ubisoft. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just get all the employees in the town hall, turn on the gas and leave.
Right.
At this point, it's fucking,
it doesn't
this
seem like
a town hall. What's that?
I mean, considering what they get up into in the C-suite with the elevator, that really wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anyway,
darkness.
of course, they're French, not German. So,
Right.
There we go. According
They
to
only know how
over
to
a dozen-
surrender.
I don't even start, man. My friend's got a really dark joke about the Holocaust and stuff. He's like, why do German showers have 12 holes? Or 11 holes. That's it, 11 holes. Like, why? He's like, because Jews only have 10 fingers. I'm like, whoa. That's terrible. But he's a great guy, but he's also got a bad temper. We had a Slovenian friend who called him a Nazi once, so he went home, came back, and pepper sprayed him. He said I gassed him. He called me a Nazi.
Right. Hey, I didn't want you to be a liar. I wanted to spare our, save our friendship.
He literally tells that story. He's like, I gassed him like that. Oh, you fucking did, mate. Yeah, we never saw him again. Hope he survived.
Indeed.
But anyway, yeah, he was a dick. But anyway, according to over a dozen employees who spoke to Insider Gaming anonymously, it appears to have had the opposite effect. The town hall featured a host to read out questions along with Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot.
Yep. Oh, speaking of dicks in France, evidently the president's wife was caused a little bit of a stir in the last few days by saying,
"Get a cock out."
No. So she had said something about stupid feminists cause a whole bunch of problems. It's not the exact quote, but then someone went and said to her, "Do you want to kind of walk that back?" And she's like, "No, I said what I said," which is a dude answer. A woman would actually be like, "Oh, baby."
Oh no,"
but yeah,
no.
Speaking straight from her from his lady balls,
Well, apparently she did apologize for it, but
eventually,
yeah. But there you go. I don't know. Sometimes women are even more stubborn than men, I think. But who knows? Anyway, whatever. So Yves Guillemot was there. Executive Vice President Cécile Russi, Chief People Officer. What?
Okay.
Chief People Officer.
Is that like a weird way to try to put
personnel?
Yeah, like
human resources,
HR kind of stuff. That's what I'm thinking it is. It's just like, let's give it a
the word is
flashy name.
personnel. My mom used to fucking lament the fact that personnel became human resources. She hated it.
Mm-hmm.
She always worked in like the secretary field for my entire life. Anyway, Chief People Officer is. There's something wrong with that. It sounds childish.
Yeah, sounds like a euphemistic way of trying to put a silk glove on an iron fist.
It sounds like some new agey bullshit.
Yeah.
Like something that you've probably got at Google.
Yeah, like how shell shock became PTSD, and now even that's too harsh, the thing to call it.
True.
So, yeah.
CFO. Oh, sorry. The Chief People Officer's name is Sébastien Fredfond. And CFO Frédéric Duguay, oops, and Chief Studios and Portfolio Officer Marie-Sophie de Weber. In a roundtable format, according to those who spoke to Insider Gaming, employees described the town hall as an expert class in avoiding questions, with executives repeatedly sidestepping or recycling earlier statements. The Ubisoft special.
Yeah, every time they do a press release, we basically get that.
That's pretty much what we do. Yeah, we translate them, don't we? Anyway, there we go. By the way, guys, thank you, Rodo. I just looked at the totals, and we're actually at halfway now. And at 6 out of 10 for bonus boobies. So thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. Please keep up the heat. We would appreciate it, and show you some boobas. Also, I'll have to stream Lundra again tomorrow, probably before Hyperdrive time then, which I would like to do. Insider Gaming was sent a recording of the town hall under the condition that it would not be made public. Make it public. I want to know.
Indeed.
Guillemot opened the town hall, once again reinforcing the decision for a 5-day return to office mandate, stating, "It's a decision we have not taken lightly, but we feel strongly that it will bring more efficiency, innovation, and velocity. As it is already since we came back 3 days a week, working in person brings stronger performance, especially in the tech and creative industries. You silly English. Eve addressed concerns about a supposed hidden agenda. To lay off employees, stating our only objective is to get Ubisoft back on the right path as soon as possible to share success and profit. I founded Ubisoft with my brothers, and as you can imagine, my goal is to continue to make it flourish for many years to come. It's thanks to your strength and collective talent that we will succeed. You silly English. The host said, sorry, it was just hidden agendas like that. The host said that yeah. The host said that more than 300 questions were submitted for the Q&A, with sources noting that some had 700 to 800 upvotes, 3 to 4 times the number from past Q&A calls. When asked why they thought this was, many said it was due to the frustration, anger, and betrayal employees felt from the recent announcements.
Oh, you mean the one where they said, we need 200 people to leave right now?
Yeah. You're firing yourself before we do it for you.
That's right.
There you go. Anyway, one of the biggest questions that had the most upvotes was around the return to office mandate. See, this is why it becomes so difficult to sympathize with the workers as well, because there are all these selfish, entitled, mask clone dick faces, NPCs who don't want to actually do any work.
Right.
So, which is the problem of Ubisoft in most, sort of first and foremost, besides greed, is this indulgence of childish, narcissistic behavior. That's right, Toasty. Let's get to the goal. Send us your favorite silly French quotes. There you go. And I'll read them in a French accent. As has become...
I was going to say real quick, I had a French guy that got real pissed at me for the recent post about the character that they're going to remake in Overwatch. And when I looked, it said he was in France. And I'm like, well, European's invalid. You're fucking French and you're gay.
That'll work. Yeah, the English have never really got on with the French. In actual reality, we get on fine. But there's a sort of a loudly overspoken rivalry that makes us all just rip the piss out. Particularly the English love ripping on the French. You know, just do. They just do. As has become a constant frustration with criticism of RTO mandates, the updated comment focused on whether Ubisoft has any actual data to support the claim that productivity and collaboration have increased since 3-day RTOs were enforced. You don't need to. Yeah. It's inevitable. It's like if I was trying to conduct this stream with both Toasty and John in the chat instead of here.
Right.
You know,
we have to show up here at the studio.
If we were all in one room together.
Indeed.
That's probably the only way it could be improved in terms of our interactions. It's just, it's fucking self-evident. You don't need to prove it. Yeah. But then these entitled millennials that work in the games industry and, I wouldn't give a flying fuck if I had to drive 40, 50 miles to my office if I was doing their job.
Dude, you're getting paid a good amount, even on the low end, to make games. Yeah, there are far worse fates that you could have to deal with. Oh no, I have to go to work.
Yeah. You live in the era where you can get a job literally making and playing and testing video games. Yeah. You don't have to go down a fucking mine, and potentially inhale noxious gases that will shorten your lifespan exponentially. And you don't have to do that, or you don't have to picket outside places for basic human rights. You just have to go and sit at your fucking desk and work.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the way the game industry has evolved over the last 10, 15 years, you don't even have to know what the fuck you're doing.
No.
I mean, in fact, they prefer that. Someone like me who actually went and did a whole bunch of training, all this kind of stuff, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm blackballed.
No, they don't want you, man. They don't want you at all. Not remotely. No. They're not interested in us, buddy.
Yep.
They want everyone to. They like it when people are absolute retards and don't really know what they're doing, because it means that they can have more top-down control, of course. But anyway, I suppose we. The thing that pisses me off, probably, it's one of my biggest pet peeves about this whole industry, is this attitude of I can work from home. And I say that as someone who does work from home. Obviously,
well, you run a business from your home. It's slightly different, you know.
Yeah, I'm basically a small business owner, and the business is me and my YouTube channel. Yeah. But I work probably 14 hours a day. If I'm not shopping or doing something else, then I'm working on something, back end or designing something or whatever.
Brainstorming, all
just trying to come up with the ideas and looking at analytics and stuff, just all the time, trying to fucking. I'm consumed by this all the time, to the extent that even though I work from home, I hardly ever see anyone.
And
right, it's time consuming. That's the issue. It's not particularly hard. It's just a lot of time consuming.
That's right. And I know the other thing that they like to bitch about is crunch. You know, it's far easier to get away with putting people into kind of crunch settings, more honestly, more available to you having people work from home, because then you can just have the expectation of, oh, well, I just need you to go to work. So I just messaged you at 9 p.m. You know, hey, where can you do this thing? Because if you're actually working in a specified work location and it's only available certain hours of the day, well, then you can actually step away from your job. But if you're just available at a moment's notice because you work from home, so that's the other idea that I don't understand why people complain about the return to work part of it, because it actually, creates some structure and some actual work-life balance of, this is my work setting, this is my life setting. It's one of the few times where, even as we say, broken clocks can be right twice a day. I have issues. Clearly, we have multiple issues with Ubisoft, but in this regard, it's kind of like even my issues that I had with Rockstar and them firing the people who broke their NDAs. It had
did the crime, do the time.
That's right.
It is. It's a busted system. It really infuriates me because in most cases you find out later that these people aren't really doing that much work.
Right.
They're just literally attending meetings and then updating one thing, and then that's it. Which is another reason it takes years to get games out.
And I see
Crunch
so many...
isn't great, but it is also, something that should be encouraged.
Yeah. And I see a lot of women in the game industry putting out Instagram posts, videos of them basically just eating through the day, having catered meals that they don't even pay for, so it's like, what's bad about going into a work setting where you can use a company gym, get snacks on demand? Right. Yeah. It's all just there because it's just, they want you to be comfortable while you're at work.
Yeah.
Remember that video that the Asian girl came out that she was working at Google, and they had they ate so much, they had their own chilling places and their own little beds,
just a room to go and hang out in. Want to decompress.
It was like a daycare for adults.
Yeah, well, we all remember the videos that went viral of people working at Twitter before Elon bought it. So bloat is real. But everything's wrong with Ubisoft. First of all, their scopes are too big. They need to downsize the kinds of ambition that they have about the games that they make to make more realistic, simply marketable games that have beginnings, middles, and ends, instead of trying to turn everything into a fucking live service. Then they probably never should have got to as many employees as they actually did have, and most of them working from home. That certainly didn't help anything either. So at this point, just basically fire anyone who doesn't want to return to the office. Simple.
Yeah.
Just do it. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Do it. Who cares? And So there we go. So you see, Ubisoft are assholes, but so are their employees. Chief Studios and before we go any further, Bromby's here. Hello, Stephen. Thank you very much for £5 legit currency here. Says they take for granted a job that so many of us would love to have. Bunch of twats.
Yep.
Fucking
why I have no sympathy.
And that's similar to what I posted on X about that Asian girl from Overwatch, the voice actress, complaining about the character and the way she looks. And I wrote, well, it would be nice to be paid that much money to voice act and be known as the character, right? And so you have a lot of these fucking stupid lefties that was just like, well, you didn't get the job because you post stupid things, or like you don't have her talent. And it's just like, well, I'm not trying to say I want to be a voice actress, but what I'm trying to say is to get paid a lot of money just to fucking read lines would be great. Anybody would want that. And I think most people would shut the fuck up about the character and just do the job. If you didn't like the character in the first place, why did you get the job?
These are people who don't want to work in any industry. They don't want to work at all. This is the problem, and it's why the correlation between this and leftism is this entitlement.
And this is in 2026 of all times. Read the room. 2025 was the year of indie game dominance, right? And so all these people who work in these corpo structure settings for AAA titles, and Overwatch I definitely would put in that class, you're gonna have to learn how to eat a little bit of shit and shut the fuck up and just do your goddamn job, because you're not selling this stuff to the audience, and you shouldn't be compromising your products just because of some employee's feeling about it.
Exactly. There you go. Bunch of twats. Absolutely right, Stephen. Thank you for £5.
Thank you for $5.
Oh yeah, right. Bonus booty goal and 56, nearly 57%.
Nice.
We appreciate it if you can get that goal, so that I can show you boobas, stream some gaming, and continue to live. That would be nice. Thank you. So Chief Studios and Portfolio Officer de Weber said, what we hear, both internally and externally, is that when it comes to creative, the more people that are present together, the more all of those things we mentioned earlier improve from a collective perspective.
I love how you sound like you're deaf at the same time.
I tried to make it as retarded as I could possibly make it sound. So like, whereas she would have probably said, collective perspective, I'll just in there as much as I possibly can.
Like you're deaf, like you can't hear.
Like I'm slowly becoming deaf and retarded while we're That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, I'm not trying to do a sincere French accent at all.
None of these people are sincere, so it actually
it's
fits
exactly
the vibe.
The reason. Yeah, that's why I do this, because I don't believe or like any of them. So there we go. Marie-Sophie went on to cite competitors like Riot Games, Activision, Blizzard. No, I'm not doing it. Rockstar, etc. have already implemented RTO mandates. Marie-Sophie also cited companies outside the industry, including Instagram, Paramount, and many others that have also implemented RTO. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and so they should.
It's been 5 years. It's done. Get back to work. That whole thing has been proven to be complete and utter bullshit. Along with everything else that's been proven to be complete and utter bullshit over the last few years. So just get back to work.
Just go and fucking work. COVID was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Shut the fuck up and go back to work, you absolute pricks. She says, of course, we will keep flexibility exceptions, but in a clear hybrid policy. What are you fucking talking about? There are no fucking flexibility exceptions. Okay, you just literally Get the fuckers back into work. Make some shitting games. Stop trying to make the Uber game every single fucking time. Entertain your audience. Make some fucking money and get back on goddamn track.
And
or
if you want
crash, burn, and fucking vanish.
Yeah, and if you want to give a little bit of flex, do Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesdays off, Thursdays and Fridays, just do 10 hours a day. There's your 40 for the week. You get, 3 days off, 2 days on. You can even have like a nice little day in the middle to decompress from your 2 days of having to go in the office in a row,
It's absurd, man. The shit that these people are incapable or unwilling to deal with that humans are so very capable of dealing with.
Right.
It's outrageous. In response to a follow-up question about flexibility and how many days will be granted, among other details, Flight said that these decisions will not be made until July.
If the company's still solvent at that point in time.
Yeah. A question around why Ubisoft won't meet developers' requests to have a 4-day RTO was also shot down by Frodfond, saying, "We have already explained this in the past, and our position remains the same. We are not considering a 4-day office workplace." Oh, mate. Significant headcount reduction. One question cited Insider Gaming's recent prediction that the recent cost-cutting measures would see a reduction of 2,000 plus jobs, to which Frederick Duguay responded, "First of all, we must state very clearly that we have never shared such numbers externally. And as I have just said, we won't share any more decisions today. Again, it is, however, true that we will proceed with additional targeting, restructuring, as we need to resize the organization and reduce our costs." There you go.
That's right. And of course, but reduce cost, fire more motherfuckers.
Yeah. You've got to have the little cigarette too. You've got to have, you've got to have turtleneck wearing existentialist.
Right.
You silly English. You know nothing of existentialism.
If only you had a beret that you could just keep at the desk for when...
I should get a beret, shouldn't I? For when I'm doing this. And a turtleneck, yeah. Some white face painted. Oh, well. Duguay later added that in May's yearly financial results, which will end March 31st, 2026, Ubisoft should expect our headcount in March to be significantly lower
bold
than it was in September. No further elaboration on what was significantly lower entails.
At least 200.
The headcount in September 2025 was 17,097. So they let 3,000 people go already.
Yep.
And a baguette and some garlic. Yep. And a little bicycle. Yep. It's a fucking whole skit now. Rousset acknowledged that the live Q&A session that took place at the end of the day was the wrong decision, as employees found out a lot of the details from media rather than from the company itself. And in future, we will attach the press release with an internal email so you get all of the information at the same time of media and investors. Come on, this has got to be worth a fucking tip. Someone drop some memberships.
I would imagine the reason they're shifting to this is so that they can just say all their stupid, silly bullshit once. Yeah. Rather than having to say it to each of those different groups.
We keep telling you, you do not have a job if you do not come to l'office. There you go. To le bureau. We have disclosure duties within our investors, which means in concrete terms that we cannot share anything that is sensitive internally at large before updating the market on this very element.
You kind of sound like a specific person.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but I'm trying.
It doesn't even identify as a person, but I'll let you know who it is.
I'm trying to sound like a stereotype.
That's right.
As much as I can.
We went out to China on Sunday.
We did China.
Today it's going to be the French.
It's France's turn today.
Everyone could get it.
Frederick
That's right.
Duguay said, "First et maintenant, I would like to repeat that we are setting up the creative engine for success."
I love how Will is having so much.
I just really hate these people. The Maison de Creative for success. We want them to win. Well, of course you do, you twat. You want to make money. It is the whole process of what we're doing. Of course, we should keep in mind that not all of them might not be profitable on day one. Don't wait on day but the important element will be for 5 of them to project onto the next years and see to what extent they can continue the overall Ubisoft performance improvement.
I hope I certainly hope one of their improvements that they make, and it might already be too late for it, but I hope that in the holding company that they have for their Assassin's Creed titles, they should just call that new studio Abstergo and just go full into it, because they are
into the crash. Yeah, they should. He continued, now, et maintenant, if in some years from now, a house and maison is not profitable, if it underperforms versus management expectations, then ultimately we will look at the root cause.
I believe you just said it a few moments ago. Management!
Literally, yeah. We will discuss with the GM and the team in charge to see whether there is a way to bring it to performance and profitablement.
Yes, which essentially equates to, we will implement more AI systems and get rid of more physical, and keep the C-suite. You know,
keep all the money for ourselves.
That's right.
So selling us will be a possibility. I'm kind of trying to do kind of like Inspector Clouseau, I think it's turning into, but it should not be the first route to work on. If we learn this perspective and option, if we find a powerful and motivated partner, and we can agree on long-term vision.
What I enjoy is the tone of your voice is very similar to the.
It's very. Anyway, it comes with an important cash injection. We are forced to invest in the future of the brand. If this is good for the maison or Ubisoft, it is something to consider. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm an asshole. As long as it entertains people, you know.
Indeed.
So they're fucked. You know, they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. Either way, they there's nothing they can do or say to make their employees happy. There's nothing they can do to make the gamers happy. There's nothing they can do. They might as well just, like you said, steer into the crash, go full blown elitist capitalist, and just make fucking loads of money. But to do that, they're going to need to sincerely and severely downsize what they're trying to accomplish as a company. They can't keep releasing 3 games that cost $400 million a piece,
right?
and are buggy, broken rubbish with woke crap in them, and expect to continue to be in business for much longer. It's just not going to work.
If you're spending $1.2 billion a year, which is basically, you know, like $100 million a month, you know, you're spending that much.
Well, it's not, because the development is several years, but
But point I'm just getting, and the burn through, like, if you need to have good returns on investments, and this is not going to happen until you actually start focusing on making passion projects again, rather than trying to make production widgets. You know?
Exactly. There you go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you have been enjoying it, like the stream. Like the stream and help us get the goal.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
3 fivers away from some bonus boobas.
That's true. Anyway, let's laugh at. That's enough laughing at Ubisoft. Let's laugh at Disney. So apparently, the Mandalorian and Grogu is still coming out. When's it out? May? Something like that.
I believe it's May or June, but it's one of the two, I think. They'll probably say it in the article, I'm sure, because it
May
showed,
22.
yeah,
22nd. But they apparently put a TV spot in the Super Bowl, and according to that Park Place and Geeks and Gamers, though I did go with that Park Place for this one, it was a monumental. I can't stop it now. Monumental and expensive marketing fumble.
Mm-hmm. They tried to. I did. Yes. They try to emulate the Budweiser Clydesdale commercials with.
Which one? I don't even know if I remember that.
Just the way that Budweiser, the Super Bowl Budweiser commercials with the horses and they try to do that. So this is like a pair. It's this is as out of place as the Star Wars Christmas special, and nowhere near as fun because you're not seeing Carrie Fisher completely coked out of her gourd and all the other stuff that was at least kind of like, what the hell am I? If you have, you should definitely press play on this thing because you have to watch it to understand just how cringe it is.
Okay.
Retarded.
Sometimes we choose our path. Other times the path chooses us. Through it all, we keep pushing forward, driven by a deeper purpose, guided by an unseen force.
And it looks cheap and shitty.
The journey never gets any easier. The bond just gets harder to break. This is the way.
Only in theaters and IMAX May 22nd.
And that's it.
That was shit.
Yeah. That is a demotivator. And most people are already checked out on Star Wars to begin with. This thing has a shitty title. They've completely, taken a hard turn off the road directly into a ditch with the Mandalorian as a series already. And calling this thing Mandalorian and Grogu is completely bereft of any kind of creativity. But they're just thinking,
oh god, it's the worst title ever.
Yeah, but we got to say Grogu because that way people know new merch. This is so terrible. And even if you had some interest in this, I can't imagine watching this commercial is going to actually hype you up. This is the opposite of what you're trying to do when you're trying to rebuild some goodwill with your dwindling fan base.
Yeah. I don't know how they managed to make what are obviously real puppets look like bad CGI.
Right.
I mean, I say they're obviously puppets, but for a second there I wasn't sure. So then I looked at them in detail. That's why I kept going back and forth because I wasn't sure. And that's clearly a puppet. But the first time I looked at it, I was like, this looks like shitty CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Before we get into this, though, just a quick one. We have $4.99 from Grufus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Says, the second I'm put back on duty, there's an attempt on my life. Kato almost had his little yellow skin blend of Clouseau. Oh, man. I haven't seen those movies in so long. I remember distinctly when I was about 12 years old or something around that age, watching one of them, and I'd seen all of them here and there, but I was watching one of them. I think it was the one where the guy with the tick finally loses his shit and turns into the bad guy and tries to kill Clouseau. And he's trying to get into this castle over the moat in various ways, like pole vaulting, and just keeps ending up in the water over and over and over again. And after, it's one of those things where it starts off becoming incredibly funny. Then you start to get a breather, and then it continues and it continues and it continues until it's just even funnier than it even was in the beginning. And I was fucking nearly pissing myself with laughter. Brilliant movies. Absolutely brilliant. I've got to watch them again. The Peter Sellers ones, of course.
Yes, the Peter Sellers ones, because Roberto Benigni and Steve Martin. Yeah.
That's not Clouseau.
No.
Clouseau came from The Goon Show with Spike Milligan and Harry Seacombe. Peter Sellers, fucking legend. And if you've never heard The Goon Show, I know it's the name hasn't aged particularly well, but it used to be a British radio thing pre-Python that was absolutely fucking legendary. It was my dad's favorite thing ever. So there we go. Thank you very much, Groofers, for $4.99. That's basically fine.
Thank you for $5.
Thank you for $5. Thank you for $5. Stephen Bromby is back for £5. Thank you very much. Says, here's some coin for the spot on impression of Yves Guillemot by Yves Guillemot. By the way, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do. I don't want to say a lot of effort, but suitable amount of effort into that. So thank you very much.
The appropriate amount of effort.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you for $5.
Hey, there we go. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. We're at 68%. Hey, only one away from
one away.
Number. That's right. Only one away from the sex number.
Yeah, I was going to say, quite literally. Yeah, unfortunately, if someone does a super sticker, you can do a super sticker for $1, and that would get us to 69.
Would land us on 69, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That's right.
60.
And the next $5 gets us some bonus boobies.
So. 9.
It sure does. It sure does. Okay, let's actually read this then. The Mandalorian and Grogu Super Bowl. Did I nearly say Grogu? For shame, Will. The Mandalorian and Grogu Super Bowl commercial, a parody spot riffing on classic Budweiser Clydesdale ads, has quickly become one of the most divisive marketing swings Lucasfilm has taken in years. And not because it was bold. Holy shit, St. Hugo has upgraded to GIGACHUD.
There it is.
Whoa. Can you DM me how much you paid for that? Don't make it public, but thank you. Fucking hell. I can't even remember what the hell that is going to amount to because it's different in different countries. But fucking hell, thank you very much. I know that's a big deal. So thank you very much indeed.
Help me create the future of the white race.
Hey, wow, that was amazing.
Indeed.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, St. Hugo. Legend. Now I'm going to definitely have to update the credits because that's got to go in. Okay. Just a sec. Right. The most, excuse me, has quickly become one of the most divisive marketing swings Lucasfilm has ever taken in years, and not because it was bold, because it felt careless. The most expensive joke of the night, Super Bowl commercials, are among the most expensive advertising buys in the world. A 30-second placement now costs around $8 million.
Yeah.
I knew they were expensive, but that's outrageous. Oh, shit.
Well, you have to remember with inflation, the numbers go up because the value goes down. And our
how many ad breaks economy. Are there? I've never watched the Super Bowl or any NFL, and I know Americans.
I haven't watched a Super Bowl game.
Is there more than one though? Right? We have a halftime show, obviously.
Yeah. They take breaks generally. I mean, they used to do it during timeouts. But now I think they actually structure them into the games because
they will,
because it is just that much of a pageantry bullshit, and the commercials are part of the thing that they, think is the draw now. So I imagine there's probably quite a few breaks because it takes forever for those games. I don't watch them, but
yeah.
I think the last time I saw a Super Bowl. Seahawks did win, but I was living in Seattle at the time, and I only saw it because my house, one of the people that lived in the house with me was a big Seahawks fan, and they just happened to have it on. I was walking through the kitchen.
I see. By the way, I have the answer. We are now over 90% toward the limit bar, thanks to St. Hugo. So. Fucking legend. Thank you very much. I'm just going to play something.
Money, 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 print money, money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, money, more money, 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 heaps and heaps of money, 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 print money, money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of the super chat.
Thank you very much. GIGACHUD, baby. I'm actually going to start seeing through on like inviting people onto panels if they want. We'll do like a monthly member stream, bring it back. I just was kind of waiting to see if people who did sign up for GIGACHUD were interested in actually jumping on a panel and talking to me in a monthly stream, because that is what is basically offered at that tier, as amongst everything else as well. But there we go. Thank you guys, appreciate you, and thank you, St. Hugo, fucking legendary, man, amazing. We're also talking about a way to implement a little something for Clash of the Fans, also known as GRIFT Fighter, or I think maybe Stream Fighter.
Yes. I like it. Yes.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that. He's got a whole workflow sorted out for it, and I've got some pretty cool ideas too. So we'll see. We'll see what comes up. We'll be talking. I'm not going to announce anything or even pretend that I'm close to announcing anything, but something will be coming soon. Okay. The most expensive joke of the night. Super Bowl commercials are among the most expensive advertising buys, blah, blah, blah. 8 million, with some brands paying upwards of 10 million, depending on placement and demand. That is fucking outrageous.
Dynamic pricing is a very big thing we do here now.
They sure are, yeah.
Yep.
So when Lucasfilm chose to use that premium slot on a parody ad instead of a hard-hitting theatrical trailer, the reaction was immediate. Why?
Why? Exactly.
This wasn't a mid-season Disney Plus promo. This was the return of Star Wars to theaters, a franchise that hasn't had a big screen release since 2019.
And was that really more? That wasn't so much of a release as it was an excretion. Yeah.
Yep. Crazy.
They just shit that one right out there, and everybody could smell it before it even hit the floor.
Believe it. If there was ever a moment to sell scale, stakes, and spectacle, this was it. I still can't stop that fucking accent. By the way, since Rhoda's not here, we'll probably lay off on ranking Red Dwarf today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe we'll try and crowbar it into Thursday, or we'll do it next Tuesday.
Yeah,
whatever it ends up being, but we'll get to it. But we kind of need Rhoda for it because he's the one who has watched the show with us and is part of the review stream. So there we go. St. Hugo, thank you for keeping Will TV on the air. I salute you, says Chris.
Indeed.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Willy TV.
Welcome to Willy TV. Nah, I don't think it will catch on, mate.
No, probably not. We gotta get you the beard, though.
You probably have more luck
although you have the beard. Sorry, Toast.
So good news.
What's up?
I just got affiliated with EV Mugs, so now people can use my referral code if you guys want to stream.
Indeed.
Because it's better than StreamYard, in my humble opinion.
I would certainly agree. Yeah.
That's excellent. Wow, that's good news. Really good. Good news, everyone.
Indeed.
Yeah, well done, Toasty. Congratulations. That's really cool. That's fucking awesome. Anyway, I didn't know you could even do that. So
Me neither. Don't tell me about it. He was like, why don't you get affiliated so that way when I click, it was Adam Francisco that we had in our
Yeah.
show. He was like, why don't you get affiliated? And then,
Toasty's having a banger start to 2026.
yeah, you're kicking ass. You're firing on all cylinders, honey. That's doing really well.
That's right.
Well done. Fucking hell. Excuse me. Anyway, James Opie says he mutes me every time I use that French accent. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I did lose a few viewers doing it, yeah. But I decided the rest of the chat were laughing their asses off, apparently, so I just committed to it. I can't please everyone.
You're having fun.
But it's not supposed to be pleasant to listen to. It's supposed to be mildly annoying,
Yeah. I mean, that's why most people have a problem with the French.
Yeah.
They're mildly
Because they
annoying,
sound like
even
that.
when they're just speaking to you.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I like France. I've been to Paris many times. I have enjoyed it very much. And, anyway. So, instead of getting a serious trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu, audience, which I don't know if we've even still seen. We still haven't really seen a proper trailer, have we?
Nope. This is the first actual official announcement of it with this branded title being set to video. I've seen the artwork graphic for Mandalorian and Grogu, and it's like, really? This is if you wanted to use it as a working title, I kind of understand, but even that's retarded. But this is just, come on now.
Right, yeah. This is tacky shit. Instead, audiences got slow motion sleigh imagery, torn stand-ins for horses, and a sentimental tone lifted directly from heritage beer advertising. A creative direction wildly recognized as a riff on Budweiser's iconic Clydesdale campaigns that might have worked if Star Wars still had any lingering fan goodwill intact.
And it don't.
It doesn't. Yeah, you can say that again. Star Wars is no longer a guaranteed draw. Imagine having to say that.
Right.
As a Star Wars fan, I have to sit here and acknowledge that Star Wars is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, so often. And I'm so used to it. I forget how fucking terrible it is to have to fucking say that to people. Star Wars is a catastrophe. An absolute shit show.
Yeah, and at this point in time, if you've never watched it for some reason, just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say
almost better.
Watch the OT if you like them. Watch the prequels, or watch the prequels, but understand that they get progressively better, and the OT is much better than the prequels.
Right, but even still, but that's what I'm saying is I can't even, if you've never seen Star Wars
Let's be honest, there's no one in our chat who's not seen Star Wars.
right. But just for the sake of argument, if you haven't, you have no reason to now, because even if you're like, oh, I just watched A New Hope for the first time, or actually, I watched Star Wars, or I watched Empire Strike Back, and you go to and then be like, yeah, you're gonna be coming into a thing where the party's already left. You're too late to the party. It's over.
Hey, Toasty, have you seen all the Star Wars movies?
I don't know any.
Nope.
You haven't seen any?
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it, because I knew Toasty hadn't, because we've talked about it before.
I know there's a ugly, bad, fat monster, and then Princess Leia, and then
Never the Hut, that's in Return
Darth
of the Jedi.
Vader. That's all I know.
You really need to watch them. Girls like them too. They're really good. But for you, I'd say start with A New Hope. That's number 4, the original one that came out in 1977. Watch that, and you will understand. It really isn't that much. It's like 2 hours on the nose. We could even do it together. We could do it as like a watch party or something. I'd be up for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm always looking for reasons to watch something like that. And
yeah, if I were in a group setting, because that's the thing, I have lost all interest in Star Wars. But if we did like a group watch along and we just were there to just kind of collectively have a hangout,
yeah, we could do it.
I'd be more interested in the hangout than even right.
We could do it on some platform, some way that allows us to do it, and get in a chat. Yeah, we could do that. Why not? OG trilogy watch party. That's a long day, but yeah, we could do it. We could stream it. We just can't show the actual movie that we're watching. We could just stream our reactions to it.
Reaction. I see a lot of people do that. That's
then you put
popular.
it on one screen and the movie, and then you start them at the same time, and there you go. Yeah, well, maybe we'll talk about that. May the 4th is coming up, I suppose, later in the year. We could do it. May the 4th be with you.
Right.
It'd be an interesting way to do something that basically tells Disney to go fuck themselves. We offer something alternative. But there you go. Anyway. Oh, hello. Fucking hell.
Look at that. Yay. Goal achieved.
Hey! That's right. That is actually fucking right. Yeah. Holy shit. Wow. Look at that. And just a second. Oh my god, we are $1.50 away from the limit bar. Christ. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, 152 actually. Mr. Sardoc, the absolute legend, here for £5 says, why did Star Wars Episode 4, 5, 6 come out before 1, 2, and 3? Because in charge of planning Yoda was. There we go.
Indeed.
Yeah, there it is. There
And you
it
have
is.
correctly stated the six Star Wars films.
6 films that exist. Yes.
Yes.
The 6. And 30 seconds, well, 2 minutes or so of Rogue One.
Right.
That exist. Oh, and the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars movies, which are only 1 hour each.
Great.
There you go. I wish that guy had got fucking control of Star Wars and not fucking Dave Filoni.
Right.
Oh, Christ. Zelosi has gifted a membership. We've hit the goal. We've hit the limit.
Help me create the future of the white race.
And our good friend Justin, China Head Cat, formerly Just in Time, is here as well for $2. Says Star Wars was ruined by overproduction and wokeness. True story. Feminism, wokeness, same thing.
Yep.
Wokeness is the umbrella term. And yeah, oversaturation of mediocrity.
Yep.
Quite honestly, yeah. And just, I mean, the lack of planning to it. I mean, there are loads of things. In fact, wasn't it like, I think Fake Wizard did a video. It was Fake Wizard, and he did a video not that long ago of like, I don't know if it was like 100 things or something, 100 mistakes that Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm made with Star Wars. And it's great. I mean, it's a really good video, even by Wizard standards. It's a fucking banger. You got to check it out. After, of course, we finish the stream.
Indeed.
That's right. Yes, Genndy Tartakovsky, the guy behind Dexter's Lab. Was he Two Stupid Dogs as well? That makes sense. Samurai Jack, a couple other things as well.
Yeah,
Didn't he do
Samurai
Powerpuff
Jack
Girls?
Was great. I believe so, yeah.
No, that was Craig McCracken, of course. Yeah, but their art styles are so similar.
Yeah, so similar, yeah. Because did he also do Johnny Bravo? Because Johnny was close.
Oh man, that was a good era, wasn't it? When you got Dexter's.
I love Johnny
We're
Bravo.
gonna start
and
making our own
Chicken.
cartoon. Dexter's Lab, Two Stupid Dogs, Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, and then later things like Samurai Jack and stuff.
Yeah,
So
Cow and
much better
Chicken.
than Cow and Chicken. That was Cartoon Network too. Yes, you're right. Yeah,
Yep.
fucking great era. A real renaissance of cartoons. I was very skeptical. I've always been skeptical of stuff like this because I was raised on like old-fashioned music by old-fashioned parents. Most of my friends were 40 years older than me until I was like a teenager.
Yep.
I was skeptical of everything because of that. But then these cartoons came out, and I thought they were all fucking phenomenal.
And they even found a way to repurpose, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And,
I love that too. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when they had Mike Judge on. It was fucking hilarious. Great times. Anyway, thank you very much, Justin, for that $2 there. Appreciate you. Didn't play the clip. Need to play the clip. After years of divisive projects, inconsistent storytelling, and brand dilution under the Kathleen Kennedy regime, Lucasfilm enters this theatrical run without the universal fan enthusiasm it once commanded. Yeah. I genuinely don't know whether to go and see it or not.
You know what? We know she's on her way out the door, but I want this thing to fail so fucking hard so that she
I don't want her
can't
to get
even.
on
Yeah. She does not get her win on the way out the door. No, it's I want this thing to make it look like Solo made money.
Maybe you'll get your wish,
right?
I mean, I'm like 100% going to tell people, if you're even remotely skeptical or interested in sending a message to Disney, then do not go and see this movie at all for any reason, under any circumstances. If, however, you want me to go and see it, to review it, I will. Let me know. Anyway, outside of a shrinking sect of diehard loyalists, I mean, they're not diehard loyalists, though, because they're not original fans.
That's this is the modern audience.
That's the modern audience, yeah. They're not loyalists because they don't actually understand what Star Wars is about. They think it's about lightsabers and pew pew and
80s, yeah,
which they call AT-ATs because they're retarded. They don't know what they actually mean.
Right.
The franchise has been forced into a position it hasn't occupied in decades, having to re-earn trust. Is there ever been a time when Star Wars needed to re-earn trust?
The last 10 years.
I mean, besides Disney.
But prior to that, no, it was never even a consideration.
It is 10 years nearly, isn't it? Fucking hell. So, I mean, the prequels did not do even 10% of the damage that the sequels did. People like Simon Pegg made skits about hating Star Wars now and stuff like that, which is ironic because he later came back and had a go at all of us and called us a bunch of indignant, racist, sexist bigots. When he himself, and we will eventually review it one day,
right?
Got a scene in Spaced where he screams at a kid for wanting a Jar Jar doll.
Yep.
So, you know, I don't think there's ever been a time when Star Wars wasn't trusted. Like even when people were going, oh, that Phantom Menace was fucking awful, I was like, it wasn't the best, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I certainly liked all the new Jedi characters.
You know, Phantom Menace, it has kind of good things for the world building of the actual universe of it. But I still think that if I had any kind of input on it, I would have started with episode 2 as episode 1, episode 3 of the Clone Wars would now be episode 2, and then that third movie would just be badass Darth Vader looking.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't do much to change Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Except that I would probably have a lot less fucking around and talking. Although I don't actually think that movie is paced badly at all. I can watch that movie and just glide through the whole thing scene by scene, and I really enjoy it. I would have more violent Darth Vader stuff though.
Yeah. I think the introduction of Anakin Skywalker so young, that was one of that's like the biggest stumbling point. If he would have started at the same age as Luke,
yeah,
you know,
if they'd made the Phantom Menace 30-minute preview special,
right, like a one-off, the one-shots they did for the Marvel movies, yeah, would have been
like
great as that.
Just do a one-shot, 30-minute summary of the childhood of Anakin Skywalker and stuff like that. Then you could keep Qui-Gon around longer and have him begin training Anakin, but he's a maverick. Then he gets killed by Maul. Obi-Wan takes over. That part's fine, and then skip forward to them literally having you'd probably need an hour, to be honest, to do Phantom Menace.
Right.
Then you could start with episode 1, which would be Attack of the Clones, but with a bit less fucking around and more action, more actual sort of stuff. And then you could have Clone Wars the movie as episode 2, feature and base it more on the other Tartakovsky one, which has got it's got a more concise and yet somehow more thorough drawing out of the desolation of Anakin.
Right.
Revenge of the Sith, you don't really have to change very much.
You don't, and if you put the Clone Wars in between the two, as you're suggesting, then I would say maybe add another 20-30 minutes onto Revenge, just simply for having that time with Darth Vader that we didn't get until those last few minutes of
Rogue One.
Yeah. That would be how I would kind of go about doing it.
Yeah, you could have had it so that the big battle happens and then there's like an epilogue that's like 10-15 minutes long.
Yeah,
that's
of the destruction of the
a few weeks later.
Republic.
Yeah, a few weeks later, like some Jedi are camped out hiding somewhere.
Right.
And you're done,
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Trust isn't rebuilt through parody ads, it's rebuilt through visceral action, mythic stakes. I like that. This guy uses the same word I use, mythic. I use that word a lot. Through visceral action, mythic stakes, clear narrative direction, and a promise that lessons have been learned. Yeah, they could have just, wheeled Kathleen Kennedy out in a wheelbarrow, just pour some acid.
If you wanted to do an ad without actually showing the movie, giving Kathleen her walking papers, that would have worked.
You bring her out on stage and fire her. Yeah. And then, you know, shave her head and march her through the streets yelling shame. Fuck, I hate that woman. The decision also feeds a long-standing criticism of Disney-era Lucasfilm. Oh, by the way, sorry, I just missed out. Forgot I didn't catch this one from Justin. Thank you, sir, for $2. Says, in Philippines, you can torrent movies. No dollars for Disney. You know, he ain't wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you can torrent movies in a lot of places, but still ain't wrong. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I always tell people when they're like, "Hey, what streaming services do you use?" And I don't. I paid for a VPN for multiple years.
Yeah.
and then I just take care of acquisition on my own.
I use the Black Pearl to sail to Tortuga.
Indeed.
You know? Yeah, I'm actually I've realized just now, sitting here in reflection of what you just said, that no one in my house watches Netflix anymore.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't even watch Netflix anymore. She's never got time. So she's not even watching Netflix. So I might as well cancel it. I can finally do it. Ha ha ha. There we go.
Yeah, and if there ever is a rare occurrence you need something, you know, I use Stremio. Is this the app that I use for it? And it works fairly well.
What's that?
Stremio is what it's called. It's got like a diamond as the icon.
I see it.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah. But yeah,
so
that's what I use.
Wait.
And then you might have
Modern
to add a
Seamless
plugin
Entertainment
to it.
Experience is free.
Yeah. And you can add plugins to it. Because I use I have a plugin for Pirate Bay. Excuse me. Something in my throat. But yeah, I just added an add-on.
You can put it on your smart TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You put it on your phone. I've got NordVPN, and I can just, wherever I go, I can just turn on my VPN, and then
I'm going to look into that in a little while.
Yep.
After this. There we go. Thank you very much. I didn't know about that one. That's a new one to me. And thank you, Justin, for the $2. I really appreciate you, man. And yeah, do you suck titty tits? That's literally become what she says now. Like at no point, I said it the other day, at no point does my brain ever make me ever register anymore that she's not actually saying that.
Right. And I think with what it translates to is like, hit me with your best shot. And it's like, right on those tits.
Hit me with your best shot. That's a fucking song. Come on, let's go. It's stuck in my head now. Fuck. Doom. Fucking tune.
It is banger.
There we go. Do you suck titty tit? Suck away. There you go. From ballooning film budgets to streaming oversaturation, the studio's repeatedly been accused of treating money as an afterthought rather than a strategy. Dropping close to $10 million on a commercial that doesn't even showcase the film reinforces that perception, especially when theatrical performance is far from guaranteed. It is a piss take. It's a total misfire. It's a shit show. They should have dropped the fucking trailer or the first teaser of the trailer.
Yeah.
And an announcement that the trailer will be dropping, you know?
Yeah, the only thing that is more hilarious was when Luke, or I guess Mark Hamill, more appropriately, couldn't even use the Force to keep his own pants up. Because that is about, like, that's as bad coming out onto stage as one could be.
Oh, Mark, you lost your pants, you loser. Anyway, this is, by the way, completely correct. The brand isn't bulletproof anymore. Yeah, because they made it all about fucking Bo-Katan, who I don't give a fuck about. Why does she have the Darksaber? Why the fuck do we have a Darksaber? This whole thing is fucking retarded.
Right. Yeah, because the first season, when it all came out and everybody had goodwill towards it, the Mandalorian referred to the character. And then somewhere along the way, it referred to the culture.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's definitely got nothing to do with him.
No.
It's all about Bo-Katan now.
Yep.
Fuck her. And fuck him. And fuck him.
Especially.
And fuck that. So there you go, yeah. You've got a divided fan base and you're fucked. You're screwed. No chance in hell. Screen Rant, on the other hand, says this decision actually makes sense because it's Screen Rant.
Right.
The Super Bowl brought a disturbance to the galaxy far, far away. Oh God, you know what? I can't even with this guy. Oh,
Yeah, no, this is gonna be pretentious twattery.
Oh God, that was utter shite. Utter shit. All right. Let's blitz through the last few topics. But before we do that, we're literally just going to shoot through the last few things I wanted to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And wrap up in about 20 minutes time.
No worries.
But before we do that, thank you guys for achieving both of the freaking goals. That is absolutely legendary. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it.
I've seen your heart across the screen. Every cheer, every dream in between. You stayed up late, you pressed restart. You level love right off the chart. I'll show you something good tonight. A little shimmer in the neon light. You gave your time, your touch, your move. So now I'll show you something good. From velvet skins to crimson eyes, I'm your reward, your sweet surprise. You've been faithful, brave and true. Now I'll show all my thanks to you. A flicker, a glance, a dangerous grin, a promise to let the fantasy in. Your dreams have fed our mystic might, so take a hand into the light. We'll show you something tonight. Not just pixels in the light. You believed, you fought, you stood. Now we'll show you something good. No cheat codes, no hidden key, just pure affection. Faithfully, our hearts are yours. You understood. Now come and see. Something good. Something
Damn it! Damn it!
What the hell is even that?
Got me again.
Thank you guys. You're legends, all of you. Okay, lovely jubblies indeed. All right, give me a second here. I'll get some relevant things up. I don't think I'm gonna have like a lot of time to talk about most of these, but well, you know, I've got Hyperdrive tomorrow, so there'll be some stuff I can still talk about. But let's have a look then. I'll do that one tomorrow. We'll do this one and this one. There we go. Okay, first things first then. PlayStation has announced that a new hour-long State of Play will be coming on Thursday. That would be at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and 10 p.m. GMT, which means it is at, 6 a.m. my time? That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I might still be awake, though. You never know. I am very often awake at that time these days because I'm finishing my day. So, you know, we'll see. If there's interest, maybe I'll stream it. Don't know. React to it, whatever.
Right. Depending on how long it goes, I'm sure we'll. I don't know. I don't know what Toasty's schedule is like on Thursday, but maybe we'll either do a review wrap up, or we'll just watch it after the fact. Or if it's still going, we'll just flow into it.
If I stream it, you'll be welcome to jump on, join me, and then go and do your own stream if you want.
Totes.
On Thursdays?
Well, they've got one coming up this
one
Thursday,
which would be like 6 o'clock in the morning my time. It's a state of play. It's just they're all doing it.
It's just them doing the same stuff they've been doing at the Game Awards and whatnot. It's just
the challenge though will be it's trailer launches, and that's basically all it is. Just trailers, a little bit of interview footage, and they show you what games are coming out. Yeah. The interesting thing for me though is I haven't responded to it, reacted to it, or even mentioned it. But the Nintendo Partner Direct that came out last week was an unmitigated fucking disaster, an absolute chaotic tragedy of fucking fumbles. Like they genuinely failed to announce anything in the thing. All they announced was remakes, re-releases, up-reses, and anime games that no one cared about. It was unbelievably bad.
And I guess they formerly had what is her name, Kathy Pritchard, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Devin Pritchard.
Devin,
You're thinking it's Kathy because of Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Karen Pritchard, some people call her.
Yes.
No, they had her. Yeah, she's the CEO of Nintendo of America now. She's a Karen. She's a woke bitch, and she can fuck off.
She came straight out of the HR department.
Yep.
So yeah.
Actually, marketing.
Marketing.
But,
yeah. Which is actually in some ways worse than HR.
Oh, it's way worse because she's been on the devil's edge of promoting Nintendo in all the wrong ways for the last few years.
Yep. Corporate synergy types.
Yep.
Like, how can we go and make this even more worse than it already is with just internal politics? Let's go and make it all about branding and corporate synergies. And,
Indeed. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's happening. There's going to be one on February 12th. Tune in for 60 minutes of news, gameplay updates, and announcements from game studios across the globe. The last state of play was the Japan special, took place in November. Showed titles like Dragon Quest VII Remastered, Fatal Frame, Crimson Butterfly Remake, Octopath Traveler 0, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and Elden Ring Night Rain, The Forsaken Hollows. Before that, the last main state of play was back in September 2025, featuring Sardoc Microsoft Flight Simulator, Battlefield 6, Neo, and Marvel's Wolverine. It's a shit show. So my challenge to Sony is: can you fuck it up even worse than Nintendo? Can you do it?
I think they have a sporting chance.
I mean, they have everything they need for this to be an absolute, complete, and total clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. Well, they just removed PlayStation Classics from the Vita PlayStation Store. So
those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they just removed. It hasn't gone completely global yet, but they did here in America. So now, because
I have Duck Station,
right? But because and the reason why people are like, what is that? Why is that bad? Because when the PS Vita or when the PlayStation Vita era happened, if you bought games on your Vita, you could effectively play them on your PS4 and your PS5 as well without any additional cost, and you don't even have to pay for PSN network to have access to them. It was a thing, but now they have now stopped doing that. So I doubt they're going to mention that.
Yeah, no, they won't mention that.
But the reason they're doing that, though, is because they're going to try to create more of their cloud service around their PlayStation Portal system.
Right.
Where there is a monthly subscription.
Fair enough. Okay, well, what we have right now are Pragmata, which I don't care about at all. That's the game with the guy in the sort of futuristic suit with the little girl riding on his shoulder with the telepath powers.
I can see some people having fun with it, but it's not.
I'm like, whatever. It's just a game. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't see anything about it. If people suddenly, if it comes out and people are going, holy shit, this is the greatest thing since Stellar Blade, I'm going to be like, okay. I'll take a look. But unless that happens, I don't care. Marketing from the games industry completely fails on me at all times. I didn't even like the trailer for Expedition 33.
Right.
Because I have trouble with this shit because I just don't really pay attention.
Yeah, that and DTA, they are at the don't trust.
DTA. Yeah, definitely part of that.
Yeah.
So I don't care about Pragmata. Monster Hunter Stories 3, I believe I have Monster Hunter Wilds, but I've never actually bothered to play it. Oh yeah, that was the game. That was the game that was gifted to me by our friend.
The flight attendant.
By the flight attendant, yes. Yeah. Monster Hunter Wild. Still never played it. Oh, and I've been added to a group chat on Steam. Oh, okay. That's cool. WWE 2K26. Oh, by the way, that's Monster Hunter Stories 3, which did nothing for me at all when I saw it in the Nintendo one. So fuck that. WWE 2K26. I already know what that is basically, but I would like to see a little more of it in terms of the creative suite.
Right.
Fatal Frame 2 remake, Life is Strange reunion, Forza Horizon 6.
God,
don't care about
Strange.
I don't care. Fucking Life is Strange. Fuck this. 007 First Light literally made a video about how that's complete cancer, so that can fuck itself as well. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Phantom Blade 0, and Grand Theft Auto 6. The only one of those games I am at all interested in, apart from passively interested in WWE, is Lego Batman.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to say. I was like, I'm actually more interested in Lego Batman at this point than I am GTA 6.
The Lego games are so much fun. I like them.
Well, that and they've done the Batman ones before, and Legoized, and they actually respected the source material. At least we're doing it in good faith efforts. So yeah, I assume it'll be more of the same.
So there you go. Sony State of Play happening at those times on Thursday. If you want, let me know and maybe I'll stream it. We'll see. That would be after this show, several hours after this show finishes, like 4 hours after this show finishes. Okay. Next up then, let's just talk about this for a moment because I've been trying to crowbar it into a stream for days now. Leslie Headland claims the Acolyte succeeded.
Oh, come on now.
What the fuck are you smoking? Despite backlash and cancellation.
Right.
Hey, your career's over. Fuck you. Okay. Despite collapsing viewership, a $250 million production price tag, and its cancellation after just one season, Star Wars The Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland claims her failed show actually succeeded. Yes, she claimed it was a success.
Well,
That's the word that we used. Sorry, go.
Well, I was going to say, I guess if her goal was to, finally get rid of all those terrible chuds that are just
she certainly
glomming up the audience, then
the problem is that she did too good of a job, because not only did she finally get rid of all of us, she also got rid of all our money.
Right.
So there we go. When we set out to make The Acolyte, I had hoped to create a new expression of Star Wars. Yeah, a gay one.
Yes.
Inventing something to expand on the storytelling I've loved since I was a child. I don't believe you. And since it premiered in 2024, the fans of the series have affirmed this. We succeeded. So not even any context, just that they were a bunch of pathetic, coping, seething, whining bitches on the internet that even they have basically given up at this point trying to get the Acolyte back.
If you look at it from a qualifying perspective, though, she could say this with sincerity because there's only like 12 fans left, so she probably actually was able to say to all 12 of them that actually are like, yeah, I loved it! Because that's all that's left.
100% of the Star Wars audience loved the Acolytes. Right. All 15 people. Yeah. The Force is not with the Star Wars franchise, despite a promising start, blah, 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 blah. What are we looking at here? What exactly is this? Season 1, Lost and Found. Episode 2, Revenge of Justice. It fell off a cliff in the last episode. Holy shit, buddy. That's fucked. That's fucked. Oh, that was so cringe. That was so cringe when a lightsaber changed color.
Yeah.
Oh, awful. Remember when Leslie Headland said the Acolyte cost $170 million? She was correct, except it was in GBP, which means it actually cost $250 million.
Yeah. When they made lightsabers capable of menstruating,
yes,
that was just kind of all right.
They had a lightsaber on the blob.
Yep.
There you go. Cancellation is the only metric that matters. Based. China Hepcat just in time says, I've never heard succeed used so creatively.
Indeed.
Very funny. Very funny indeed. All right. Well done. Ultimately, the definitive performance verdict came from Disney and Lucasfilm themselves. They cancelled the show. But sure, guys, Leslie Headland is here to tell us about how the show actually succeeded.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Yeah,
Fans
it sucked on its
Lara
premiere
Croft
and
echoes.
it seeded from existence.
So here's the infamous Lara Croft thing that I've been trying to get to for days. I crashed out a little on SNH over this, and I don't really feel too bad about it. Although a lot of that was the fact that I was overtired and highly strung. And but at the end of the day, I still stand by everything I said. This is an abomination, an absolute catastrophe. It looks.
Oh wait, so
fucking
like
crazy.
other people had a different opinion about. They actually thought this was okay.
Oh, there are people who thought this was great. Yeah, I've been bullying them on Twitter for days now. It's been good fun.
On SNH?
Oh
no one on SNH. No. Most people would just sort of like shrug their shoulders, annoyed. I was pissed off. I'm fucking tired of this because not only is this a classic character getting yet further away from what she's supposed to be, it's also a British institution getting fucked again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've quite frankly had enough of them. I've had enough British things getting fucking destroyed.
Yep.
So there we go. And I'm not happy at all about it. I fucking despise it. So I'd like you to tell me what you think, really. Don't really care if you take too long or not. It's an aftermath at this point.
Yeah, no, this thing, I mean, it looks like Metal Gear Raider. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that. She looks like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's dressed in exactly like Snake in his Shadow Moses gear.
Yep.
I don't think she's ugly, but she's definitely not Laura. Laura is much more softer looking. She's angular. She's like a supermodel. She's like sharp. I don't know, like, and you know what I mean? Like her body isn't built.
I know what you
curvy or
mean.
anything.
Here's my meme. Look.
Yeah, she's a femme fatale. Yeah.
There's Lara on the right, as I envisioned her being as a real person, using AI. And on the left, we have Sophie Turner on Solid Snake's body. So tell me that's not the same exact thing.
Right?
Yeah, it's the same.
Indeed. Yeah. No, this is appalling. I mean, the costume is structurally wrong. The colors are wrong. The hair is wrong. Her face is wrong. Her complexion is wrong. And she's got no tits.
Right. And this camouflage doesn't even function as camouflage.
Yeah, no, this is
like if you're going to go against the actual, I suppose in certain situations you could say that she might be wearing a different kind of costume, but I think that she would still have better planning than to go and wear what looks like somebody who has no concept of stealth, put together, like, here, just put this on, this will work.
There's Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what Lara Croft looks like. That's not Lara Croft. That's John Lennon in drag. Yeah. Would have been pretty easy. Pretty fucking easy. Except you're still going to run into the problem of she's got no tits.
Yeah.
Now, that's not the most single... It's not something that, like, occupies my mind too much any particular day. I'm not 12 anymore.
Right.
But I am, like, fucking annoyed. And why can't they just cast someone with some tits?
Right.
You know? They did it with Angelina. She wore padding to make her boobs look bigger.
Right. And
you can find a Hollywood actress who's willing to get implants.
Right. And if you're not even going to get, like, the tits bigger, for fuck's sake, show some fucking cleavage.
At least do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like if the boobs aren't big, then at least make her shirt kind of low cut a bit. You know,
Right,
and
right.
she
Not
can
all the
move
way
it.
up to her neck. Like, yeah.
Some of these reactions are pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. 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 There we go. There she is. Might as well put her in a fucking.
Might as
burqa.
well, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Here's her outfits in the originals.
Mm-hmm.
So that's obviously Tomb Raider 1 and the first part of Tomb Raider 2. She also gets this jacket in Tomb Raider 2 when she's in the wintry areas, which is fine, I suppose. It makes sense, you know. She takes it off, throws it away when she doesn't need it. She's got the swimsuit. I've actually got a model of that up there. And then when she's in Tomb Raider 3, when she's at home, she's just like this or like this. Tomb Raider 3, she goes to very cold places, but also to tropical islands. She's wearing even less than, and we get other costumes like that. But the point is, you know, she ain't afraid to show some skin.
Right.
Then we get the 27 outfits from Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Jesus.
Every single one of them, apart from her base costume, is just literally her.
Sucks.
Covered up. And even there's one based clearly on Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Even that covers her up more. It's fucked, isn't it? It's actually fucked. So there you go. Tomb Raider can kiss my ass. Not interested. One day I will get round to my Lara Croft Guno maxing video. But there we go. Last thing then for today. France, you silly English, has decided to give developers of Clair Obscur. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. I like Expedition.
Yeah, this is actually a good story for.
Yeah, this is a good story.
We're in on
France gave 28 Clair Obscur developers a knighthood. I don't understand how you can get a knighthood when you don't have a monarch. But okay. I mean, to be fair, the term is fucking meaningless in the UK now anyway.
Right.
So is the term monarch.
Frenchmen look Arabic to me.
Well, there's been a bit of a replacement going on for the last 30 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, with the formation or the, I guess, the cohesion of power through the CFR, you know, WF, all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
they look very Muslim to me.
Our president doesn't really matter all that much right now, if we're being honest. You know, most people's sovereign kind of governance is just a puppet.
Yeah,
being gesticulated.
And here's the other deal. Yeah, they do look a bit kind of. Yeah, they do. But you know, the thing is, they are a big country. They're like quite a large country in Europe. They're bigger than Germany, I think. No, maybe not. But certainly one of the larger countries in Western Europe. So you've got like from the north, which is at the English Channel, all the way down to bordering with Spain, where they all start looking a bit Mediterranean, you know? So and if you go a little further south than that, you end up in Africa. So it's not exactly difficult to see how it could happen, but there we go anyway. It doesn't really matter. In a ceremony held this week, the developers were made Knights of the Order of Arts and Letters, an honor previously bestowed on Legend of Zelda producer Eiji Aonuma, Super Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto, and Rayman designer Michel Ancel. The Order of Arts and Letters, Ordre des Arts et des Lettres, is a prestigious French cultural decoration established in the 1950s to recognize significant contributions to the arts. The Ministry of Culture wished to distinguish today was not an individual journey. Oh, sorry. French Minister of Culture, Rachida. Now, there you go, see? Rachid, definitely not a standard French name. Dati said they wished to distinguish today was not an individual journey, but the brilliant success of a collective. By its scale, by its impact, by the support of the public, as well as critics, your work, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, has established itself as a major moment in the history of French video games. She said. The first source of pride is that of an entire country which, thanks to you, has seen its créateurs shine throughout the world. Tout le monde. and a country that saw each and every one of you take the stage at the Game Awards and receive 9 trophies, an absolute record, and that saw you receive them in Breton striped shirts and red berets. True. A cliche fully embraced and all the more delightful because, as you yourselves admit, you didn't really choose it, because this style is primarily embraced, adopted, and disseminated by your fans. That's a very nice speech, actually.
Yeah.
That is. That's good. It is weird that they are knights, because, well, there's no need for knights, and they don't have a king. But whatever, I guess. Who cares? The more accolades these guys get, the better.
Yeah. Which, what was it, last week or the week before, where all their various Game of the Year and just awards for the past year.
They've broken the record of total Game of the Year
this
awards.
Might be the most critically acclaimed game in the last 30 years.
I'm actually having trouble now thinking of games that have received as broad appeal. You know, outside
one
of
really I could probably even think of is Ocarina of Time, and it was a much smaller industry at that point. So this is, they have had a phenomenal success that is unprecedented.
Well, it just goes to show how desperate people are for a little bit of good,
Escapism.
A little bit of considered, like well-reasoned, and like put together artistic creativity and
not designed by committee, but people who actually
just
had
a
passion for a
group
project
of people who want to tell a story. It's a beautiful thing. While I have spent half the stream taking the piss out of the French, on this one I salute. So.
Indeed. Yeah. So
very good. Anyway, there you go. That's it. That's the content for today. Apologies that there isn't more, but hey, it's been 3 hours, so there we go. What I will do then is let us do our outros, and because I don't have any credits yet, I'll be working on them hopefully later. Then we'll play out with the Street Fighter as we have done the last few times. Nice. So there we go. But in the meantime, Toasty, what are you doing next? Are you asleep? Is she asleep?
Let's find out. Toasty!
I'm falling asleep.
Well, before you get completely to night land, what's going on today? And
yeah, we're streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's
awesome. That's it. Wow, I'm not used to
I can elaborate. Yes.
That's what outros. Wow. Let's go,
I guess yes, I will be joining Toasty tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern over on her channel. Of course, you can always find me there with her throughout the week until otherwise officially Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at that time. But Toasty's been a busy little bee getting side gigs on Sundays, so that might change in the future. So, and good on her for all of that. Of course, I'll be back here with Will starting at 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursday morning. Hopefully Rhoda will be feeling well and back with us by then. And of course, Toasty's always welcome to join in when she has the time and I guess the energy. But yeah, we're always here. I mean, everybody in the chat who's here at the end of the show knows basically when we start and when we're available. And thanks so much for hanging out with us for the last 3 hours today. Greatly appreciate every last one of you. Hit all the goals. It was a great show. Yeah. And far less bleak than what we got into the way yesterday ended.
We ended on something up. Yeah.
And of course, weekend, I am on Honey Badger Arcade at 11 a.m. Eastern for the Weekend Culture. Always a pleasure hanging out with the two of you. I do think that I have some of the best stream days of the week because I get to listen to great music and hang out with people that I really enjoy for a couple hours a day. Makes these stream days really, really great. But of course, with that said, y'all have a wonderful week going forward. Safe travels ahead. Awesome as always.
Oh,
cheers,
wait! Before we end it, I gotta show you guys something after the stream. Go ahead.
Okay. Oops. What am I doing? I fucked it up. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, thank you everybody. It's been a great stream. Had a lot of fun. Nice middle of the road one today. No extreme craziness. So that's kind of nice every now and then. Yeah. We'll get back to reviewing Red Dwarf next week when hopefully Rhoda will be with us. Hopefully he's getting well, recovering. Although he's definitely still in the chat, so appreciate you. Knighthoods when they executed their royals. That's a good point. That is a good point. Thank you very much for helping hit the limit today. Appreciate you guys. We are halfway to another Jackbox. And we still have to play Broforce on Saturday this week, I think. So hopefully we can all do that. Yeah, lots of stuff is coming up. I'm working on all kinds of shit on the back end, trying to improve things around here all the time, just working on little things that will improve the channel. Amelia Booba video will be in the works very soon. Other than that, go check out my video about Amelia that came out yesterday and got felted. If you haven't seen it yet, please do. Also, check out WoTF Clips, the channel, where you will be able to find the first upload of our hilarious Ariana Greyhound reaction that happened and broke us utterly into fits of laughter. There's a link in the chat. You can go subscribe to that channel. I'll be uploading to that from time to time with best bits of this show and maybe Hyperdrive time. Probably the stuff that's got us all together more than just me on my own. So that's cool. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Other than that, thank you very much indeed to everybody who contributed today. Appreciate you all. St. Hugo, James Op, Zelosi, Mr. Sardoc, several times, all of them. Rhoda, even from his deathbed, amazing. Stephen Bromby, Grufus, St. Hugo again, Sardoc again, Zelosi again, Justin. Thank you very, very much, guys. That reminds me, I should stream Grandia sooner or later. That game's amazing. Yeah, take care. Spike your hair. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck Sony. Fuck Ubisoft. And question everything. Respect the fans. Check out the Discord for now until we come up with a better solution. The link is below. Boys of the Fans will be back on Thursday with Wanker of the Week. I'll be back tomorrow for Hyperdrive time. Till then, have a good one. And here comes some boobers to sing thee to thy rest. As soon as I can find the motherfucking clip. Where is it? I can't find. There it is. Okay. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Indeed.
Hey there, stranger, locked eyes across the ring. I'm the one who breaks bones and still makes hearts sing. Built for the fight, every curve a weapon too. But tonight I'm craving something only you can do. I've thrown down champions, left them begging on the mat. Now I want you under me. How about that? swinging. A little choke, a little bite, a little more, till you're shaking, begging, crawling to the floor. An erupting skin that's burning hot, and you're the prize I wanna take apart. Ready or not. So step into my ring when the lights go low. One night, no rules, just us and the glow. I'll fight you, I'll love you, I'll wreck you so right. Come get this fighter, let's go all night.
You win. Perfect.